Hello, everybody.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to episode 21 of the Anime Mystics podcast.
We're now legal drinking age.
We are, but we're still not old enough to rent a car.
That's true. This is true.
It's weird.
Yeah.
They let you drive a car at 18, but you can't rent one.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they are separating the two for, drunk driving. So you can drink, but driving the rental, that's beyond your capabilities.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Too advanced for me.
That's right.
Well, not me. I'm 35.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Roman.
I am Steven Sanosuke-sama.
And depending on how this goes, it could be pretty short.
Yeah.
This is, basically, we're just going to go over what shows, movies, or whatever for next year we are looking forward to.
Yes. So roughly this is the final recording for this year, the final podcast for this year. So let's start off by saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, everything in between.
Yes. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
If you're into that.
Hey, there's plenty of isekais for that.
I know.
I'm sure that we'll get more mushy towards the end of it and say a huge thanks for the whole year of support. But we'll do that at the end. But yeah, like Roman mentioned, this will be what we're looking forward to next year. And then when we come back next year, we're going to talk about go back in time and talk about what we liked about this year, 2019.
Mm-hmm. Our favorite shows, basically like a top. I think you had a top 5.
Yeah, I had a top 5, but
mine may be a top 10.
That's fair. I'm sure that we'll have plenty to discuss. So right now we're going to look forward, and then next time we get together, we're going to look backwards.
Yes. Plus, I needed more time to go through my list of shows I watched throughout the year and actually think about what my list is going to look like. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have been today.
Yeah.
So.
Right on.
Yeah.
So.
Before we start on all that,
go for it.
I want to apologize for not releasing anything last week except for Babylonia and didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? That's all I released last week.
I mean, that's a good lineup for me.
So I apologize for not releasing anything else.
Mm.
I will be catching up all this week. I usually don't record much throughout the weekdays now, but I'm going to be spending those days recording so I can get everything out.
Okay.
And get caught up.
All right.
So that's it.
It's like self-imposed homework.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Give the people what they want.
Yeah. It's all because of this holiday. I'm like the only one in my house who can drive anywhere, so I got to go and buy groceries for like Christmas Eve. I got to go out and buy the gifts. I got to go out and do all this and that.
Yeah.
So by the time I'm actually getting home, it's like 1 o'clock.
Got it.
So I don't feel like recording at that time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, get it out. The people understand, and if they love you, they'll wait.
Yeah.
So
I think they're kind of lukewarm.
Not quite a love, but definitely not a hate, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All the people appreciate you. And yeah. So has Make My Abilities Average, that's been hitting the threshold? People have been giving it more than 50 views?
Well, that was only for the first 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody was a little confused about that. It was just the first 3 weeks that they needed to reach 50.
Got it. So you're making it sound like people were deliberately sabotaging the videos they didn't want. They're like, hey, why are you still making these? I deliberately didn't watch this just so you would stop. Oh, man.
Well, no, I've had some people on the Discord ask about that. Because, even episode 5, they're like, did it reach 50 views? I'm like, well, that was only for the first 3 weeks.
Got it.
Now it's fine. As long as it doesn't tank in views.
Got it.
It's cool.
Okay. So there you guys go. If you like it, just click on it and then refresh the page. And refresh the page 50 times. 49 times.
Yeah, just keep doing that.
Yeah. There you go.
But I will be trying to change it up so I don't have to do that.
Okay.
I'll just react to less shows.
Okay. And while we're here too, before we get into our main subject, what's your plan again? Remind the listeners or the viewers what you want to do for next season.
Oh, for winter?
Yeah, starting January.
Okay, starting January, if you've forgotten, I am going to be pretty much taking that season off, except for a few shows. Basically, Yuru Camp, Bang Dream, and Isekai Quartet are the only ones that I'll be picking up. including their little mini 15-minute things at Bang Dream, and I think Eurocamp's going to have something like that too. I'll be doing those as well, but I don't really count them because they're short.
Right.
I think the Bang Dream stuff was only 5 minutes.
Okay.
An episode. But I'm doing that so that I can catch up to shows that I put on hold throughout the year. So anything that I have not finished that I didn't actually drop, I'll be trying to finish up in that season. And then everything will pick up back to normal during spring.
All right. And so we'll probably start at least discussing maybe what's going to start in spring so that we converge back together. Yep. I think the three that you just said, Yudu Camp, maybe Bang Dream. If I can get to it by New Year, because I'm self-imposing homework on myself too. My priority is to knock out Devil May Cry 5 by New Year's. You know, your action game of the year.
Oh, did it win?
Yeah, it won action game of the year because they didn't have the balls to give it game of the year. Cowards.
What won game of the year?
Sekiro.
Oh, the samurai
from Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Yeah,
Dark Souls,
yeah, Bloodborne. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, and that's kind of everyone's general feeling. They were just kind of like, okay, you know, at least it wasn't Death Stranding. For me, I'm like, at least it wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3. Somebody on my Facebook, they were like, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 won Best Soundtrack. And I was like, I wouldn't know. I've never even heard the opening. I've heard Devil Trigger on 10-hour loop twice. But I've never heard the new Hikaru Utada song for Kingdom Hearts. Not even once. I have no idea how it goes. And I don't know. Like I said, I just kind of fell out with Kingdom Hearts.
I kind of feel like if a game is released like a month or two before the awards, it shouldn't even get a nomination.
That's fair. That's honestly fair. Games like Sekiro, though, they I think what Sekiro came out like the summer, I'm going to say?
Yeah, that was out
It's been
for
out
a
for
while.
a while,
But
yeah.
like Death Stranding, that just came out.
Correct.
I don't even think
Yeah.
that should have got a nomination because of that.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's what some people do. That's why they do like those Christmas releases and stuff like that, is to keep it fresh in the Oscar nominations. So it's
Yeah.
the thing that people immediately remember versus something like Avengers that came out in like April. It's like, what do you remember? It was a 3-hour movie. I don't remember everything that happened. Lots happened since then. So yeah, that's respectable. That's commendable. I'll give you that. But yeah, like I said, I was just happy that Devil May Cry it won the one only category that it honestly could have won. That's not Game of the Year, Action Game of the Year. What more can you say? I mean, it was gonna win something big, some big category where they were gonna bring what's his name? I think Aonuma. I think that's the Final Fantasy guy. But yeah, he came up there and you know he was just super psyched and super pumped and like I kept telling everybody, that's honestly what made me cry like a manly tear, as he was just so happy and he was just like, Devil May Cry is back and we're gonna do it the way we want to. And that's what I've been saying this whole time is, you know, Capcom just needs to give the OG Devil May Cry guys like a budget and just let them go. Just don't regulate them. Don't hold them back. Don't say you have to conform it or be for the biggest audience. Just be like, yo, what do you need? And we'll get off your case and just crank it out. And when you do that, you get Devil May Cry 5. And it's like, that's what we want. That's all that we want, Devil May Cry fans. And there you go. And what's funny is that even in terms of the sales, it really didn't fall that far behind Kingdom Hearts 3. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 was like 3 million copies, and Devil May Cry 5 was like 2.5. And considering the mainstream status of Kingdom Hearts 3, that's not too bad. In my book, that's not too bad for Devil May Cry 5. Because Devil May Cry 5, let's be honest, is a little bit more hardcore than Kingdom Hearts. You know, it's definitely more difficult.
I mean, you have to be pretty hardcore to keep up with Donald, though, right?
Heal Donald. Heal me, Donald. Heal me. Why won't you heal me, Donald?
Lack of healing. Got to be ahead of the game on that one.
You duck mother. Anyways. Yeah. So yeah. And on top of that, too, it's like when you see what happened to the voice actor, Ruben Langdon, the voice actor for Dante, he survived an armed robbery in South America.
Oh,
like they seriously tried to carjack him. They shot into the car. The bullets got caught into the seat. And I forgot how they escaped. I think they did manage to drive off. But yeah, they tried to open the door, and when that didn't happen, they just fired into the car, and the bullets lodged into the seat. So Ruben Langdon didn't get hit, but basically the back of the seat saved him. The cushioning saved him, and they were able to. I think they drove off And he was down there and he was filming some sort of a documentary. And it was like, this dude's like real life Dante. He just can't die. So evil dickheads are attacking him, and he's just too badass for that. So yeah, it was just everything that had to do with like Devil May Cry was just so badass. And yeah, and I still I was thinking of making like my own version of YouTube Rewind of all my favorite videos from like 2019. And he was at a con and he was kind of like promoting Devil May Cry 5. Maybe Capcom had a booth there.
Right.
And he was like at the rave or at the dance or whatever. And then I guess the DJ or someone told the DJ. So the DJ started playing Devil Trigger and he's just on the dance floor. He's just doing like just shaking his shoulders like this. And then all these other people that I guess knew who he was, all were just there, and they're all just kind of doing this. And it was like, I don't know who it was, but I guess one of the handlers or somebody else was also there too, and they were also just kind of shaking their shoulders like that, all to like Devil Trigger being played on the loudspeaker. It's fantastic. I love them. And I wrote this on Facebook. I don't know if Roman saw it or not, but I said it was also a significant victory because they beat out Platinum Games. And if you remember back as far as 2008, that's when they disbanded, but they were all together, because Platinum was Clover and they were all the same guys. But then Capcom released them and then they went and made Platinum. And basically the first thing they did was make Bayonetta, which is just basically Devil May Cry. And although I love Bayonetta and I love the hack and slash genre, it's just not Dante and not Devil May Cry. And that's just what it is. Again, nothing against them. I love Bayonetta. I'm going to get Bayonetta 3. I'm shocked they didn't make any updates or announcements at the VGAs. Nier Automata, what can we say about Nier Automata? 2B, I mean, come on. But when you still stack them against 2B and Bayonetta, you stack them against Dante, I'm always going to go Dante. It's just the way I am. So when Capcom and Devil May Cry beat out Astral Chain by Platinum Games, I'm like, Bayonetta, I'm sorry, but who's your daddy? Dante. It's just, it's just where my loyalty lies. I'm through and through, I'm a Dante fanboy, I named my cat Dante. So, like I said, that's what it is. And I want to see them. Kamuy, the Bayonetta guy and the former guy from Capcom, he's kind of a hothead. And when Bayonetta lost the death battle from on YouTube, they started tweeting it to him, and he's just all like, "Leave me alone, I don't care." And then I don't know if it was in that same rant, but he also came out and said, "Well, you know what? Bayonetta's stronger than Dante," and it's like, when you look at the stats, don't even look at like what Death Battle wrote. When you just put up the fact that Bayonetta is immortal and Dante is not, you kind of lost the fight. We haven't even picked up our weapons yet, and you already lost the fight. And Bayonetta is going to come at Dante with demons, the very thing he fights on a daily basis. So yeah, but I want them to kind of continue this friendly-unfriendly rivalry, because I think that when they both make great Devil May Cry games and great hack and slash Bayonetta, Nier Automata type games, I think we all win. But we need that competition. We need them. They are two flavors of the same dish. It's like Burger King versus McDonald's. It's just whatever one you're in the mood for. But you kind of have a preference for one. Like, you might still, at the end of the day, prefer Burger King a bit more than McDonald's. Like, if you saw them on both sides of the street, you would go to one side. It's just your preference. So it's kind of how I feel. Or pizza. Roman's like, I don't like either. Fine, I mean pizza. Pizza Hut, Domino's. Pick one, Who do you prefer? It's like that. That's kind of how I feel.
Well, no, you just made a bad comparison, because I would never choose McDonald's.
Well, there you go. So there you go.
If you would have said Burger King and Jack in the Box, that would have been difficult.
See, well, yeah. There you go. So, there you go. See, Burger King or Jack in the Box. If you saw them lined up on the same side of the street, you would pick one because that's what you prefer. Yeah. But if it was only one, if it was only Burger King or only Jack in the Box, that's where you would go. So that's kind of where I'm coming from.
Right.
But yeah, that's all I could say. And like I said, they didn't have the tenacity to put Devil May Cry 5 as a game of the year, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, because it definitely is compared to everything else that's come out. I'm sorry, not sorry, but we'll take Action Game of the Year absolutely, because that's the one safe category it could have won and absolutely dominated the competition in.
What else was it up against?
Oh God, Astral Chain was the big one. And then Control, which also was nominated for Game of the Year. And I don't know, it was some indie game, I think. We watched someone say, like, no, it wasn't. I swear it was an indie game. I don't remember the other 2 or 3 nominations. Kingdom Hearts didn't even get a nomination. But yeah. Yeah. So, and what's funny, too, is now that I think about it, with Control being nominated for Game of the Year and Action Game, and Devil May Cry 5 beat it in the action game genre, it makes me wonder if Devil May Cry 5 would have beaten it in the Game of the Year contenders, too. It beat it once, why can't it beat it again? So, yeah. And before I get off this subject, because I think I ranted about this during Halloween, too, Devil May Cry as a series is actually about to come up on, like, its 20-year anniversary. I think 2021 will be 20 years already. And it's like, if you trace the entire history over the 5 games and the reboot, it's like very few games have had such a history. You know, like, oh, this game's great with 1, and then, oh, this game's with 2, and then, oh, this game's phenomenal with 3, and what's going on in 4? And then, oh, this reboot, and then, oh, 5! It's like, yeah. And then all those little, like, Easter eggs or did you knows, like, they didn't put Dante and Namco Cross Capcom because the character Ryouji, who's the main character in Namco Cross Capcom, already used swords and guns, so they didn't want another guy that used swords and guns. You know, obviously it started out as codename Resident Evil 4 before they made it its own game. What else? He's in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. And he makes fun of Devil May Cry 2 because I believe it came out in the same year, or maybe it came out the year after. And because of all the poor reception of Devil May Cry 2, Dante makes the joke like, oh man, I swear I was in this like bad dream. Because it was just, you know, kind of mocked and made fun of Devil May Cry 2 was. And then obviously you see him in Marvel in the crossover games, and he's one of the top tier characters. So, you know, like I said, it has a very, very fascinating history. And then Dante was even in Beautiful Joe. He made cameos in that. Very, very storied, interesting. He has manga. He had anime. He had a Monster of the Week anime. So, I mean, he's been all over the place, man. Yeah. And then I don't know if you heard, too, but Johnny Young Bosch, he plays Nero in Devil May Cry, but now he's the new voice of Broly.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So,
I don't know about that. But
yeah, that was a kind of weird one too, because I always felt like Johnny Young Bosch only has one voice, and that's Johnny Young Bosch. But I heard he's an all right, cool dude. But you know,
I'm sure he is. But yeah, he pretty much sounds the same.
Yeah, he sounds the same.
I couldn't tell you if he was like. I couldn't tell you the difference between Vash Stampede, Lelouch, Ichigo
from Bleach. Yeah.
Or any of the other characters that he's played.
I agree.
They all he just sounds like himself.
He's Johnny Young Bosch playing Johnny Young Bosch.
Then again, I could say the same about Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
He was basically just himself in all of his roles too. Just sometimes he had a little more gruffness to his voice or something,
right.
Like for like Wolverine or. But I mean, Spike Spiegel. I think he just talked normally.
Yeah. He just literally read the script.
Yeah.
Didn't even try to do anything. Versus someone like Aoyuki, who if I told you it was Okita and Shuten, you wouldn't even be able to tell.
Well, I mean, I know she plays both of them, so.
But if you didn't know and you heard them, would you be able to tell?
Probably not.
Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Dubs over or subs over dubs. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right.
I'll agree with that one.
I'll leave it at that. Who knows? Maybe if we're still around in 2021, I'll do my 20-year retrospective Devil May Cry. Oh man, ready to talk about some anime?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right, we're done with the VGAs. So I will also one last thing. I'm hype about Bravely Default 2. That one looks dope as hell. But yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's a Game Boy game, right?
Yeah, it's coming out on the Switch, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, so they're releasing it for Switch this time?
Yeah. That's Bravely Default 1. I'm showing Roman my collector's edition. That's Bravely Default 1. And then Bravely Second that's that white one down there. That's Bravely Second. Apparently that one was not the sequel.
Yeah, I thought that would be the sequel.
No, apparently not. Okay. So Bravely Default 2 is the sequel. That's just Bravely Second. Completely unrelated. So go figure. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that one. But yeah.
Cool.
That's all I got.
I didn't even watch the VGA, so I don't know what was announced or anything. So.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll probably talk off air.
I do remember you talking about that on the Facebook, though.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk off air. I'll get you caught up.
Cool.
So, all right. Go. First anime we're hype about. Go.
Okay. You want me to go?
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to play off you. So you start naming them off. You've done more research into this than me.
Okay, I guess so. All right, so the first one on the top of my list, ReZero, Season 2. Yeah, I need more Amelia, so...
I was going to say you love Ram, right?
Who?
That's Rem. Rem is who? Ram has always been there.
Oh, huh?
My God.
You mean Pink Rem?
Well, I mean better Rem. Far superior Rem. Rem with the personality.
I mean, Beatrice is superior, so as well.
Beatrice. Oh my God. I completely forgot about Biko.
Anyway, yeah. I'm looking forward to the second season. I know there's another OVA coming out, too, that I need to watch. I don't know if it's released yet, or...
Yeah, because wasn't that on the web listing or the webpage listing for this season? This current season?
I think so, yeah. They did the one a few months ago.
It's like a winter-themed one, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It was a winter-themed one. And then this one is supposed to be how Amelia and Puck meet.
Okay.
And then I don't think it's announced what season it's coming out, but yeah, then season 2 comes out.
So let me ask: have you been reading the manga or the light novel?
I have not. So everything's going to be
blind.
You're
going in blind.
I'm going in blind for this.
Which you're Amelia.
Oh, definitely. I think everybody knows I'm Amelia now. Ever since the first season, like ever since episode 2, and my little rant about I don't know why everybody was so upset about him choosing Amelia over Rem when it was like evident from episode 1 that he was all about Amelia.
So, how can I put it? It's one of those things where you admire his loyalty, but you question his sanity, you know? Because it's like, Amelia... It would be one thing if Amelia just at least said, like, thank you for once, but instead it's just kind of like she just completely just denies his existence. I think that's maybe where everyone's getting annoyed from. Yeah, it's a typical response. The average response. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Rem just, he should just accept Rem's feelings, because if he says, no, kick rocks, and she doesn't kick rocks, that is kind of creepy and stalkerish. Remember, we live in a society where no means no, right? Cosplay is not consent.
I mean, from what I saw on the OVA, I don't know how true it is to the manga or the light novel or whatever. If it's just like a side story that the studio came up with. She's kind of stalkery anyway.
Well, there you go. So, I get it, and everyone's just, like, sympathetic towards Rem, but, let's take a step back and look at it. And
let's not forget that she's killed him a couple times.
There's that too. Yeah, no, if you get rejected, it sucks, but no means no. So I'm sorry. Yeah, that's sucks. That's all I can say. And so I always had this saying too when I finished watching season 1. I was all like, someone has started ReZero when they say Rem is best girl. Someone has finished ReZero when they say Ram is best girl. That's been my philosophy.
Oh, well, you definitely know somebody wasn't really paying attention then.
Yeah, Ram by far the best girl, superior. I know you Felt fans out there. Sorry, no.
There's actually fans?
1 or 2.
Okay.
No. They're out there. You gotta kick some rocks over, but they're out there. They're just in hiding. Waiting for Felt's moment.
Caves and
just waiting. Felt's time will come.
Felt.
Yeah, I know. You almost forgot about her, huh?
I wouldn't have remembered her name if you didn't mention it just.
You're welcome.
Like I'd have been like the girl from the first few episodes
Yes.
that stole the thing
Yes.
from Amelia, that girl, that would have been how I described her.
Yep.
I wouldn't have remembered her name.
Oh, these Emilia fanboys.
I mean, it's not my fault she's the best.
Okay.
If you all haven't realized by now, me and Sano hardly ever agree on waifus. So.
Yeah, it's hard too for me to be like this, to be so impartial, because it's a Takahashi Rie role, and it's like, but I think that for me, I feel that Emilia just doesn't, in her part, she just doesn't do anything. It's, and I know, again, light novel and manga readers are going to probably be like, oh, well, on chapter 23, page 42, she nukes them all. And it's like, oh, well, I'm not there yet. I'm a dirty anime-only person, so, I'm not saying that you're wrong or that you're misplaced. I'm just saying that I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And if there's one type that I kind of like, as you may or may not know by now, I kind of like the more kind of spunky, not necessarily tomboyish, even though I'm not opposed to tomboy, but something a little bit more lively than just rolling over and just saying, do what you will. It's just kind of boring. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan on that. So like I said, I like Ram. She's a little sassy. Sassy Ram, we'll call her.
More interesting Ram.
Yes. Sassy Ram. Yeah, that's kind of where I was. And Roman's also on the same path too. I think that's why I'm not too big on Beatrice, even though I like Beatrice, she's funny, but she's too far into the sass where it's almost like full on bitch. So it's like that's too far. It's again, Ram is like the perfect middle ground right there. So
no, I should say that I wouldn't consider Beatrice a waifu. She's just funny. I just like her character.
Yeah, she's schmarmy as hell.
Yeah.
That works.
That's basically how I am. How I feel about Beatrice. I just think she's really funny, and I like her character.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider her a waifu or anything like that.
No.
Because I mean, she's threatened to kill him a few times if he got a little too close.
Correct.
Even though she likes him. Yeah. She's just the way she is.
You just reminded me that, talking about Subaru, you gotta like respect him, but at the same time you gotta like laugh at him because he's so stubborn, and it's like, you're getting mentally traumatized by all this and you don't need to deal with it, but yeah.
Well, what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
It's not like he can kill himself.
It's true.
He's just gonna come right back.
It's true. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious as to see how jacked up it's going to get when it comes back, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, when the teaser trailer has everybody dead and he's walking by them all, I mean, it's a little hint of what's going to happen.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the teaser trailer, but I'm sure.
I think it was like a minute or something, and it's not really much. Like, they just show everybody dead on the ground, and he's like walking.
So typical ReZero stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think in general, I haven't seen teaser trailers a whole lot. I don't know why. I guess I just don't really care. I mean, what did I see? I saw the James Bond trailer. I saw the Wonder Woman trailer.
I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah. So and then all the anime thing. That's why I said I'm going to play off Roman's upcoming anime information, because he knows about this. So I'm just going to play off of him and tell him why Ram is best girl, and he's going to come back and say Emilia is best girl, and here we are.
And I'll be right, so.
Well, I'll be Ram. So, did you see that picture that I don't know if I tagged you in, but it literally was computer RAM, and it was just, they put RAM on it.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That made my day.
Okay.
So, and when you think about it too, it was like Inori Minase's second like big role I think that really helped define her, because she did Hestia and everyone loved Hestia, and then she turned around and did Rem, and it was like, well, there you go. Now she's confirmed waifu status. So, did I tell you in the DVD extra clip of her when she was with her mace and she was going all crazy?
Ooh, Rem?
Yeah, the voice actress for Rem, Inori Minase. It was like a DVD extra, and she was just kind of there. And I don't know if she was necessarily reciting the line from when she smashed Subaru with her mace, but yeah, she's all just like going crazy and just throwing the mace about. And she's knocking stuff over. It's the greatest, most adorable thing ever. So, and like I said on previous episodes from the summer when she was Reinez in Detective Waver, you know, I have a soft spot for you know what I mean to say. And if you go way back to the beginning of the year when she was Itsuki from Quintuplets, yeah,
Didn't watch that one. I was told to, but I was already watching other things, and I think it was like 6 episodes in. I was like, I'm not starting this.
yeah, next year, next year. But yeah,
I try to do it next year or something.
yeah.
We'll see. I got a long list of recommendations, so it might take a while,
It's all good.
considering how slow I am with the recommended anime.
Well, I recommend to you Ram is Best Girl.
And I will reject your recommendation.
And here we are.
I don't know. I like Ram, but I just don't see her as best girl. I don't really have a problem with any of them. Except for maybe Rem a little. Just because everybody's like always talking about her. And,
You're just overexposed.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, God, just shut up about Rem. She's not that great. And then you'll watch a couple days later, I'll be in the newspaper, dead in an alley.
Yeah.
Like Rem is best girl written above me.
Your face is gonna be like just smashed with one of those Penthesilea maces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Except she has 2 of them, so
Yeah.
it's already better than Rem.
Oh, jeez. My goodness, this guy, man. You're just gonna get bombarded now by the Rem fans.
Yeah.
Remember, he said it, gents, not me. And ladies, I know ladies are Rem fans too, so not me. Don't come after me, man. I like Pink Rem, Sassy Rem. That's me.
You like Pink Ram?
I like Pink Ram. That's right. So,
Yeah.
all right, ReZero. Get hype.
ReZero.
It's coming.
Yep, I am looking forward to it.
Make sure you save your data. You're gonna be using that reload save file a lot.
Just wondering if it's going to be the same amount of episodes as season 1?
Ooh.
Or if it's just going to be 12.
We'll find out. To be continued.
Yeah.
And what season is coming out?
I don't think it had
It doesn't
announced
say.
date.
Okay.
Let me take a look here, because I got the page up.
All right.
See if
Oh, hey,
actually-
look, Dr. Stone. Oh, is that Cells at Work?
Yeah, it also work as a season 2.
Hey, oh, that's Quintuplets. I see Quintuplets and Kaguya-Sama. All right.
I know Cells at Work is down here too somewhere. Maybe it's actually in spring. I think it's actually in spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
We're
you
going
got
to
three
spring.
months.
Yeah,
3 months.
Right here. Spring.
Alrighty then. So we got 3 months to convince Roman that Ram is best.
You're never going to do that, but good luck. I'll hear all the arguments and then reject all of them.
All right.
With my Amelia pillow.
You know, once you go pillow, you've gone all the way. There's no coming back. So Roman might be a lost cause.
I mean, I got an Amelia pillow. I got like 4, what do you call them? Prize figures.
Yeah.
I got a figure from Toys Logic coming in. It's already paid for.
Yeah.
I paid for it months ago.
I have the Ram and Ram Nendos, and then I got the Ram and Ram Nendos when they were in their village, in the demon village, when they were in the kimono. I got that one from Wonderfest. And then I got the Ram and Ram Nesso berries, and yeah, I called it quits after that.
I got
It's like
those.
that's enough.
I don't think I have those exact ones. I think the ones I have just plain white eyes.
Oh yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. Those, yeah, and those ones I got from Japan too, because the one you're talking about, those were like the Love Life style ones, and I wasn't really too big on them. I prefer those ones. I prefer more the Nesso berry ones.
Right. Well, I mean, the ones I got were from Toriba,
Yeah,
and I was just like, oh, let me get these.
yeah. Those ones are like at every con everywhere.
I think the only one I did not get was Beetlegeist. They actually made a Nesso of him.
Oh,
And I was like, he's too creepy looking. I don't want this thing in my room. But they never made a Subaru, so
Wow.
As far as I know, they haven't.
No love for Subaru.
No. All the girls, even a Beatrice, I have Beatrice.
Alrighty then.
And I got 2 Amelias.
Because one wasn't enough.
One in with the white eyes, and another one with the regular eyes, and she's in one of those Chinese dresses.
Oh, the Kipao?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. he's loyal. He is loyal. He's definitely a Subaru.
Mm-hmm. I'll be a Subaru. As long as I don't die all the time.
No.
Okay, so should we do the next one, or
right,
do you want to go on one of yours, or I mean, you don't have.
No, just keep going because I think most of mine are on your list anyway. So let's go to the next one. What's next?
Let me see if it's on here. Should be here. I think I saw it on here, unless it's in.
We're on the website right now. I saw something about horse girls.
Oh yeah, there's this. I think it's one of those mini ones.
Oh, nice.
I'll skip that one. The next one I have on here is called Argonavis from Bang Dream.
Okay, so Bang Dream?
It's like the male version of Bang Dream.
Okay.
So male bands.
Okay, oh, so it's like Idolmaster Side M.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
I know they've already got a few songs out and stuff like that, and there's been like promotional images all over the place for at least the last year for these guys, and they don't really get a whole lot of attention because it's all about the waifus and nobody cares about the dudes.
Of course, just like Idolmaster.
Yeah, but I'm gonna check it out just because it's part of Bang Dream. Although the only thing I feel like they're missing out on, like I think it would be kind of cool if they combined the male and female.
Right. They did a collab.
Yeah, but they said that they're not going to be a part of it.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, oh, that's a missed opportunity right there.
Totally.
You could have done like a joint concert with the guys and the girls. That'd have been cool.
To be fair, I don't think that Idolmaster has done that yet.
No.
Like the males and the females have collabed. The two versions have collabed. I don't think so. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I see where you're coming from. That would be a good moneymaker, though, for sure.
It would. But I think right now it should be kind of fine if they do it this way to see how they do. Like, just test the waters.
Yeah.
But if what I've been reading online is any indication, they're not going to do very well. Because a lot of people, I just hear them badmouth them. And I'm like, why? Like, it can't be that bad. So I'm going to watch it and find out.
I was going to say, only one way to find out. We're gonna learn today.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, I've been listening to a lot of female-led bands anyway, so I need some more guy stuff.
Like, this is a true equal opportunity right here. This guy.
Yeah.
True gender equality.
Yeah. And just anything, because, I mean, I did watch, what was that show? The rock band one with the yaoi one.
Gravitation?
No, not that one. It was recent.
I don't know.
God, I can't remember the name of it.
I wouldn't know.
But I watched that. It was last season, actually.
Rock on yaoi? I don't know.
And then Sarah's on my. That was yaoi.
Really?
Much.
I mean, yeah. It kind of had hints to it. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, hints. Sure, hints. I'll watch pretty much anything if it's good.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Same.
So I'm pretty sure this is going to be kind of leaning in that way anyway, because I don't think it's going to have a lot of female characters. Because, I mean, Bang Dream has hardly any male characters. Except for Saya's brother, and he hardly ever makes any appearances. Plus, he's like 10.
Ara.
Yeah. So yeah, that's on my list. I'm going to be watching that. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'll be watching it.
All right.
Unless it's already got a release date. Maybe it is coming out in like spring too.
From now on, we're just going to assume everything is spring.
Let's see this.
So now we're sorting the website so we can get you more accurate details. I'm calling this Bang Dream Dudes version. Bang Dudes.
Yep, there it is. Coming out in spring.
There you go. Like I said, from now on, everything is assumed to be in the spring.
I guess so. Was there anything else on here? Yeah, this was the one that I said I would skip. I was looking for that in the other one. It's called Art or Arte or something.
Art, yeah.
Just because it looks interesting. Renaissance era, dealing with like art.
Okay.
And I like the Renaissance era, artists. So
he's a big fan of Ninja Turtles.
I am. Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Leonardo. Although I prefer FGO version, but
So, I don't know if you saw the post that I made about the Babylonia, that Maya Sakamoto is actually married to the voice actor of Romani in the anime.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's pretty cool. Kind of showed a little bit in the last episode.
Yeah. And then they're both on the cover of the art book, of the FGO Craft Essence art book.
Oh, are they?
The Memory Dreams or whatever it's called. Yeah.
That's one you have, right?
Yeah, that's the one I bought. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyways, Bang Dream Dudes edition.
Yeah. This one I think we both have on our lists.
Okay.
And go back.
Okay.
And that is Reincarnated as the Slime Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I like Season 1. I don't know if I would put it on my top 10. But it was good. But it left me wanting more because it didn't do a whole lot. So hopefully Season 2 has a lot more going for it.
I stick with what I said when it was first starting, and that's that it had a really slow build. Mm-hmm. And it didn't. If it wasn't for the ogres, I would have dropped it. I would have been like, "This is a weak isekai. Okay, I get it. He's OP, but
a slime."
And even the whole thing was like Shizu was okay, and maybe that's when it started to pick up a bit. But I don't know. At the same time, too, it felt like with no real conflict, it was like nothing's at stake. Nothing is, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Everyone's getting along. Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot going on in that regard.
Yeah.
Like, he was building his kingdom.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, he'd have to go help somebody fight something. But then it'd be over in like an episode.
Right.
It's like, I know you're OP, but can't we at least drag it out a bit?
Yeah, do something. Even Goku got challenged a couple of times now. Come on.
Yeah. So. I mean, that orc warlord, or what is that what it was?
Yeah, the orc, yeah.
Yeah, that thing, he fought that in one episode and it was over.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool, but still, I would have liked to have seen it last a little bit.
And then the one person that did actually push Rimuru Milim just became his friend.
Because he had honey.
So finally we get a threat, and then it's just like, okay, threat averted. She's
on our side now.
Yeah. So,
but I like Milim. She's funny.
Yeah, I like Milim too. That's why I got her an Android. But it's just, again, there was her opportunity to at least do a little bit of conflict, or at least have like an arc or something, and it was just kind of like, no, it's over. She's on our side now.
Yeah, maybe a few episodes before he
make
Rimuru
work for it,
Yeah.
But no. So it's like, okay. But yeah, I agree with Roman. Milim is a good character.
So yeah, I'm hoping the second season has more to it. More conflict, more battles.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I said, I think that it was, by the end of the show, it was fine. It was good. I was like, all right, I can dig it. I'm digging it. But that's the other thing too, is that I'm kind of glad that they didn't go into Isekai Quartet, at least not yet, because it really was like, I feel Rimuru didn't quite earn it yet. Mm-hmm. Whereas, you could go and you can look at the 4 series that are currently in Isekai Quartet, and you could be like, they all earned it. And now with Shield Hero, and I'm sure we'll be talking about Isekai Quartet in a minute, but it's like with Shield Hero coming in Season 2, it's like, now Fumi and Raftalia earned it. They earned their right to be up there on one of the top Isekais.
Don't forget Philo.
Yes, Chocobo can come in too.
I wonder if one of the other classes will get the...
I was talking about that. We were talking about that. But we're getting off topic. Let's stick to slime. We'll go back to Isekai. When we get to Isekai Quartet, then we'll be like, I wonder if the other... Yeah, we'll get there. But yeah. So, but in the future, I wouldn't mind if slime came into Isekai Quartet. But for now, yeah, we again... Not a manga reader, not a light novel reader, so I'm going in blind into Season 2.
Exactly. Me too. I don't read any of it, so It's just I've got to wait and see what's going to happen and if it's going to be better than season 1.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much from anybody who's read anything.
Yeah.
Like, usually, I'll watch, like, another reaction video and somebody will say, oh, wait till season 2, it's going to get really good.
Right.
Like, they said that about ReZero, they said that about Shield Hero, they said that about other shows, and I'm like, I didn't see anything about Slime where they were saying that, so I'm like, is it just going to be more of the same?
Yeah.
Or is it actually going to get better?
Right.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm interested. I'm down. That's definitely one of the ones on my list, so... Yeah, Roman and I were both on the same page. So
right.
Remind me again, who's waifu?
Shion.
Okay, so there we go. We're on the same page. Shion is best girl.
Yep,
absolutely. All of us. There you go.
Yeah. I said hardly ever. I never said we didn't ever agree.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, shocking. So,
like 2 series after I say that, and we're like, we're in agreement.
Yeah. There you go.
Just sucks that my figure got pushed back to next month.
Oh, rip.
The swimsuit one.
Oh, oof.
Yeah.
Oof. That one's a pricey one too.
That means I can get Osmandius though. So hey.
In gacha or figure?
Figure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Which actually comes out this month. He's out already. I just gotta send the rest of the payment Friday.
Okay.
So him and my Amelia will be coming in a couple days after Friday.
Ozymelia.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure someone, because it's Koyasu Takehito, I'm pretty sure someone has put Dio's face on Emilia. You thought Rem was best girl, but it was Amelia?
Yes.
Now I'm going to go find that picture.
I got like 4 Amelias pre-ordered, so...
Jeez. How many Rems do you have pre-ordered?
I have one Rem figure.
There you go.
And I need to get the RAM, because they connect together. The bases connect. So I need to get the RAM as well.
In a very sisterly fashion, I'm sure.
Yes.
But,
okay. Yes. They got their, like, brooms and stuff. And, yeah.
Oh, see?
They're being made.
Wholesome.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, ironically enough, you just reminded me that Koyasu Takehito was in ReZero as well. He was the Lord of the Castle. I forgot his name. Max? Not Max. What the hell is his name? God, he's the guy that always sang in or talked in poems and talk like this.
Yeah.
Koyasu Takehito is just really, really talented. He's really, really good at what he does.
I can never remember his name.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
I keep trying to remember Subaru, say his name, and it's it's blocked out.
Yeah. It's because that windfish got to you.
I guess so.
Anyways, all right. There's no windfish in slime, though. So, like I said, Rimuru never had to fight a day in his life. Let's be honest. Let's not kid ourselves. But, funny enough, one of the other great moments is when Gabiru came in. Who's Gabiru voiced by? Kazuma. At first, and that's what I was like, dude, Gabiru is kind of dumb. And I was like...
That's the lizard prince, right?
Yeah.
He was great.
With the hot sister. Dragon girls, hey. Yeah, but then it was he was kind of obnoxious, but then he kind of grew on me, and I'm like, again, that's just the power of Kazuma, man. He's good. He's also good at what he does. He plays those scummy characters you end up rooting for.
I had to backtrack on stuff I was saying about that lizard guy.
Yeah.
Because as I was watching it, I'm like, oh, this dude's an idiot.
Yeah.
Why is he doing all this and blah blah blah?
He's
And
kind
then
of
afterwards, I was like, you know what? He really cares about his people. He's just misled.
Correct.
He's following this dude he thinks is his ally, and he's just misled. And his heart's in the right place. He's just doing the wrong thing.
And he seemed fairly strong too.
Oh yeah,
he's definitely a moron, but at least he can fight. So
then again, he did have a name.
Yes, he did.
That did boost his abilities.
Correct.
And then Rimuru gave him another name, and that double boosted his abilities. Gave him wings and everything.
Yeah. Gabiru. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Slime Season 2, get hype.
There are good characters in Slime.
Yeah.
It's just Rimuru is kind of boring.
Yeah. So hopefully though, I hope that when we have this conversation about Season 2, we could be like, you know what, Rimuru really put in some work this time.
Yeah, he's growing up.
So
hopefully we can say that. So I think that's it for Slime.
All right. What we got next?
The next thing I got on here is Shield Hero seasons 2 and 3.
Oh, there you go. So you really hope the the other guys are in Isekai Quartet, huh?
Yeah. Was it Spear Hero?
Spear, bow, and sword.
Yeah.
So I raised this same point over this weekend when I was talking with some other friends. I was all like, you know how they always had guest characters like Yun Yun showed up,
in her own class.
Yeah. The hamster monster or whatever from Overlord. There was always just what's up? Hamsuke. Yeah. There's always these cameos. And so I was all like, I think the other heroes are probably going to show up at some point.
His name's Roswald.
Jeez. Man.
I was just in my mind thinking, it's funny how I can remember Hamsuke, but I can't remember Roswald. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's his name.
Man. He was in Isekai Quartet too. Yeah. So, and like I said too, my other expectation is that I want to see what Tanya's going to do to Naofumi and Raphtalia. So I'm talking about Isekai Quartet, but we're supposed to be talking about Shield Hero. I mean, it's the same thing. But anyway, I mean, this is all what I'm going to be saying during Isekai Quartet anyways.
Yeah.
We should just label these both the same. We should just label this Shield Hero / Isekai Quartet for those that look at the timestamp.
We do that. I mean, they're going to be in there, so.
Yeah. And really, that's actually the big draw of it, too. It's like, what's the Isekai Quartet Season 2 going to be? Shield Hero.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's everything else going to be? Just same thing. Shenanigans.
More darkness, goodness.
Oh, God. Poor Raphtalia.
She was great in Isekai Quartet.
Oh, Raphtalia and Lolatina? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that poor girl.
I could see Naofumi badmouthing her and him being like, what is wrong with this girl?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll bet you that Spear Hero is going to hit on Lolatina, though. And then she's going to just be utterly disgusted. Not even aroused, just disgusted by him.
Yeah, like every other female in the show. Except for, what's her name?
Bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing, too. I hope Bitch comes in. Oh, can you imagine Tanya and Bitch? Ooh. That would be good.
Wow. I'm more looking forward to it now that we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the what ifs, what can happen.
Yeah. Like I said, Tanya, Naofumi, and Raphtalia. That's my dream team up right there.
Well, I wonder who's going to join the committee with her and Kazuma and what's his name? From Overlord. Yeah. Ooh,
again, I've never seen Overlord. Don't really have any interest in watching it. I know that the people that have seen it love it to death. Mm-hmm. Absolutely adore it, but yeah.
One of these days I'll watch it. Everybody's been asking me to, so.
Yeah, it has a really decently sized fan base, and Kimmy, who was on here last week, she also wants to cosplay Albedo, which, by the way, if you haven't heard that episode of the podcast, go check it out. Kimi Hako is a great cosplaying friend of mine, but yeah, she really is dying to cosplay Albedo, and Albedo is another very, very popular character to cosplay as, because, you know, being a skull or being a giant skeleton is too hard, man.
Yeah.
So let's just be the easy cosplay girl.
Yeah, the waifu.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the show, but she's already waifu. I got a pillow over her, like your Nero.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nero is a good waifu.
I also have a standard-sized cushion of Albedo.
She definitely has a good design, and it's Yumi Hata is a voice actress, so you know she's good at playing sultry. So
I mean, I had to choose between her and Shaltir, and I didn't know who Shaltir was, so at least not at that time.
Limited options.
So I was like, oh, Beto.
Yeah, don't go to jail.
Yeah. Then again, I don't know how old Shaltir is. I mean, she's a vampire, so she could be hundreds of years old. And just flat.
Yeah. There's that.
Her chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a Reshkigal. Anyways, so specifically talking about Shield Hero 2. Now, and by the way, this is now officially labeled Isekai Quartet / Shield Hero. Both season 2s. Specifically talking about Shield Hero, though.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to expect. I'm going to be honest with you. And like I was kind of also ranting about, too. I was like, Shield Hero is going to end with them looking off into the distance saying, like, what adventures await us next? And that's basically how it ended. They got to the village. They're like, we're going to rebuild this and make it our village. And the end.
Yep.
So, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm used to it. That's how I was able to just be like, that's how they're going to do it, because they don't know if they're coming back, and if they come back, they don't know when they're coming back, and they don't know what direction like the manga has gone in, or the light novel, yeah, but
yeah,
they get most of their animation ideas typically from the manga too. So, and I think the season 1 ended almost on like volume like 9 or 10, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where they're at right now because I haven't been keeping up. I wanted to catch up, but I just haven't gotten a chance to. But yeah. So it's just the easiest way to leave something open-ended is just to be all like, stare off into the distance and say, what adventures await us next? Yeah.
I'm sure Raftalia can come up with a few. Doesn't require you to leave that far.
Yeah, but I don't know if she's got her rabies shots yet, if you know what I'm saying. Ha ha, raccoon jokes.
I'll take the risk.
Jeez, this guy. Raftalia is a pure girl, okay? Pure.
I mean, she has to be if she thinks kissing will get her pregnant.
I completely forgot about that. Wow. What's funny is that I made that screenshot too, and I completely forgot about that. Roman is like Pepperidge Farms, though. Roman never forgets. Roman remembers.
Certain things. The most important things.
So, he remembers that Raftalia can get pregnant from a kiss, but he can't remember who Roswald is. That's how you know Roman's priorities.
And yet I was the one who remembered his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just a while after we talked about it.
No, then it came back.
Yeah,
So.
It was all thanks to Hamsuke.
And then we're back to Isekai Quartet. Because, like I said, there's a lot of unknowns, and once again, that's why we had to do a whole episode of manga, because it was like these mainstream shows and whatnot, getting season 2s and season 3s. I don't read the mangas.
I don't either.
So that's why it's like going into these animes is completely blind. I will say that thinking about it some more, that in Shield Hero, on the Shield Hero side of this, I am curious to see what he does with the other heroes, because it was almost like they were almost made up. They almost got together. They were almost like, all right, let's get over our drama, and the queen, who's kind of becoming best girl, just couldn't get it done. They're just dicks. They're just dicks.
I mean, Sword Hero looked like he was going to be okay, but he's still like on the fence.
Yeah. After Naofumi got vindicated, they're still just like, well, you're kind of a jerk still. It's like,
look what you did to me.
Yeah.
Like, would you be the same way?
Yeah, it's...
If you were accused of rape
You're right.
and ostracized by the kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be the same way.
Yeah. And it was all a ploy.
Because they hate the Shield Hero. For whatever reason.
Yeah, I was going to say, did we ever find out why? Not yet.
All the king ever mentions is his family.
Right, he's protecting his family.
But he's never mentioned what, I guess, the previous Shield Hero ever did to his family. Or a Shield Hero. It might not even have been the previous one. Could have been one way before that guy. They've hinted at things, but they've never actually said what it was.
Got it.
So hopefully in these next 2 seasons they bring it up.
Okay. Or maybe we'll get the king in Isekai Quartet.
Maybe he'll be along with the principal.
No, my expectations, no, you know what? No, it's gonna be the queen. The queen is gonna come in and be the principal. Oh man, I mean, so it's gonna be the Tanya's general and the queen. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh man, actually, now I'm hyped. I want to see the queen cameo. Queen, like I said, queen. Was it Miriaru? I think Miriaru. I think was her name. Miriaru Q Meltymark, I think was her name. Yeah, her and Isekai Quartet. That's gonna be dope. Oh man, I wonder how she's gonna put down Tanya.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Miriaru. Mirelia Q Meltymark. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna look forward to her. And then, Tanya gets to beat up Spear Hero.
I hope.
Ooh, make it happen.
I mean,
make it happen.
We know the guy's a lolicon, so.
Don't you tempt me with a good time. Tanya-chan. gonna be great. Oh man, I'm getting hype already. All right, yeah, we're officially naming this the Shield Hero / Isekai Quartet segment.
Yeah.
This is what it's gonna be labeled in the timestamps, folks. Oh man.
And I don't even want to think ahead to season 3
of Shield Hero.
Yeah, I gotta see how season 2, what they leave off of there.
Because I was about to say season 3 of Isekai Quartet. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. At that point, you might put in ReZero. Or not ReZero. ReZero's right in there. Slime. Reincarnated as Slime. Because there was like 3 of them that people kept bringing up. They were like Slime, Shield Hero, and there was another Isekai that they kept bringing up. That was fairly popular.
Was it more recent?
Yeah, like within this last year. When Isekai Quartet ended, they were like, oh, it's probably going to be like one of those.
I know the only ones I ever heard of were Shield Hero and Slime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I know this other one.
Yeah, there was like one more that they thought it could have been. Oh man, I can't for the life of me can't remember. Because people were all just throwing out all sorts of isekais. They were like Escaflowne. I was like, oh come on. Yeah, oh man.
Is Slime and Shield Hero Katakawa properties?
That's what I thought too. I don't think they are though.
Let me look at this.
Alright.
Checking to see if this is a Katakawa property, everybody. So sorry if it gets kind of quiet.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not. Yeah.
The light novel is by Media Factory.
Okay.
So is the manga. So that's Shield Hero.
Yeah, I think we looked it up last time. It wasn't
Reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a third one that people thought it was pretty big. It wasn't Sword Art. Not Sword Art.
Not Sword Art?
It wasn't Sword Art.
I mean, what's he going to do outside of a video game?
Yeah.
No, this one says it's published by Micro Magazine. Oh, wait. No, that's Kodansha.
The other guys.
Yeah.
All right.
But, I mean, if Shield Hero can get in,
yeah,
why not Slime?
Yeah. So, well, Shield Hero and Slime, I think that by season 3, if there's a season 3, they might be in it. Well, didn't they also kind of like tease everybody by saying there might be more guests or more guests coming or something like that?
Yeah, after they announced Shield Hero, they said something about more coming.
So, who knows?
More being announced.
Who knows? We might get Rimuru. We might get Slime after all.
Maybe.
So, what season is Shield Hero?
This is in the to be announced section.
Okay.
Both seasons are in there.
So Isekai Quartet and Shield Hero don't have a season yet.
No, Isekai Quartet starts in winter.
Okay. So that's coming.
So that's January. And Shield Hero doesn't have a release date yet.
Well, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was. No, I'm actually pretty excited. I'm like, no, I mean, I knew that I was going to look forward to both of these, but yeah, now I'm really hype.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you need the time, don't you?
Yeah. I'm looking at the list and I see quintuplets, but Roman hasn't seen quintuplets yet, so yeah. One day we might actually talk about quintuplets, especially since it's wrapping up. So.
Well, I mean, I brought up Argonavis, and neither of us have seen that. So.
Which one?
The Bang Dream.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if you want to talk about quintuplets.
No, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. Quintuplets is the manga is going to end, and I thought that the author was going to go with a harem ending where everybody wins, he marries everybody, but apparently no, he's actually going to marry just one, because a friend was like, "No, it's the promised one." I'm like, "Oh, jeez."
There's a promised one.
Yeah.
Was this a prophecy?
Yes.
There's an actual prophecy.
No.
Oh. Okay.
He just made a promise to one of the quintuplets.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So that they're gonna go with that, and I'm like, oh, boring.
Who was the promised one? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I don't want to say. I'm not comfortable saying just yet. For all I know, too, it could always go like veer to the left. So I'm not gonna say anything until the dust is settled. I don't want to cause drama.
Okay.
So, but yeah. All right. What's next? What's next on the list?
Oh,
go for it.
Next on my list is Kaguya-Sama, Season 2.
All right.
Because, let's face it, the first season was amazing.
Out of left field, and it was great.
I don't know what to expect. Just more of the same, I guess. But who knows?
Chin chin.
Yeah, exactly. It's just more of our favorite people, I guess.
Chin chin.
Just because it works on me too. Yeah, I don't read the manga for this either, so
no.
I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it was even very accurate to the manga in the first season. Was it? Did you hear anything about it?
No, I don't know nothing. I haven't even seen the live action. I want to see the live action. I don't even know if the live action came out yet. I'm assuming it did, though.
It was a movie, right?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I really wanted to see the live action.
I usually stay away from live action, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm starting to warm up to them more and more. They're getting pretty good. The production value is going up.
So they're starting to learn that maybe we should make them like what they actually like.
Correct.
Instead of come up with our own story.
Correct.
Like Attack on Titan.
Yes, because I was thinking about like the JoJo movie, and I was like, the JoJo movie was fairly accurate.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they did consolidate some things because you still need to make like 50 chapters of a manga into a 2-hour movie or an hour and a half movie. So some things were consolidated, but for the most part, it was fairly accurate. It was fairly good. I heard that it was the Takeshi Miike. He's the director, and he's also the one that did like the Ace Attorney movie, which was also really good, the live action for Ace Attorney. But I think Ace Attorney actually ended up being more preferred or more liked than JoJo was. So I guess the changes that they made were not everyone kind of received it well, but Ace Attorney was really good and everyone liked it more. And so when they saw that more than they saw JoJo. But
you know which other one was really good?
What?
Fist of the North Star.
I still haven't seen that. Maybe someday. I mean, if Roman can watch Thanks Killing, maybe I can watch Fist of the North Star.
I mean, I watched it when I was little.
Yeah.
And it was just on. So I just watched it.
There you go. It was just on. That's the best way to describe it. It's a thing. It exists. It's on.
Plus, it's American, so.
Oh, jeez. Subs greater than doves.
I know. Anyway, yeah, Kaguya-Sama. I'm looking forward to seeing more Chika, and yes. Kaguya was really growing on me by the end, like especially when she was sick.
All the Borgor memes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I love those.
Well, was it?
Like you put that with anything, and I'll probably love it.
Yeah. The one that was growing on a lot of people was the Hisakawa, the maid, her friend.
Oh yeah.
Aya.
Yeah, she was growing on me too.
Yeah, she started to like develop a personality
especially
and all that.
After the Twitter episode.
Yeah. And obviously the meme helped her out too. Hisakawa lied as naturally as she breathed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That meme is just, it blew up. There's a lot of Kaguya memes. Yeah, there was Kaguya sick in bed. Hisakawa lied as naturally as she breathed. What's his name? The treasurer dude. When he was, he's all like, "I'm gonna run and tell her," and it's like she doesn't like anime, and then he comes running back. That was another meme. I think there's one more. Obviously, Chika dancing.
Yeah.
But,
was that really a meme?
Yeah, because they just put different songs to her dancing.
Oh, okay.
That was a meme.
I'm sure there's others.
Yeah. You just go to knowyourmeme.com and just look up Kaguya-Sama, just see all the different types. But yeah. Again, I don't know what to expect, but I know it's going to be shenanigans, and the characters are endearing. I do want to remind Roman that President, he is voiced by Achilles. So,
oh, is he?
I hope you're ready to roll for that. Achilles, 5-star.
Oh, I am.
I'm
waiting to see the interactions with him and Penthesilea.
Oh man. Oh.
And not CEO Penthesilea, just standard Penthesilea.
Why does she hold her hands like that? FGO memes. Yeah, no. when Achilles came out on the Fate Apocrypha event, and the voice actor, same guy that played President in Kaguya-Sama, he immediately NP5'd. He just got 5 copies of himself. I don't even know if he plays the game. He's just all like, yeah, that's me. So I just maxed out myself. Because it's like I don't even recall like Aoyuki ever getting like 5 copies of any of the characters she's played, or anybody else really. I mean, the voice actors always get in on it, so that's not so far-fetched. But when his character dropped in FGO, he tweeted like, oh yeah, I just level 5'd myself. And it's like, he literally, I wouldn't put it past him that he just made an account just to roll himself, because I think it was also level 1. So the character was level 1. He just wanted to make an account, roll 5 copies of himself, NP5, and just be like, I'm going to uninstall the game now. I'm never going to play it. But I just want you to know that I'm such a badass. I just NP5'd myself.
Oh, that's not the case. I hope he kept it.
I'm sure he did. After all the yen he probably just dropped, I'm sure he did. So
$80 he spent.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he's yeah.
That's gonna be. All I'm gonna do is see him and be like, oh god.
Yeah, because it's like
Amazon's coming for you.
It's like those are the 3 characters that he's voiced. It's like Saitama from One Punch Man.
Oh, he's Saitama too.
He's Saitama,
Nice.
Achilles, and President. It's like those are the 3 characters.
He was also in Demon Slayer.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Demon Slayer.
But he was like one of those side characters.
Yes. So don't get too attached to them.
Like, apologize. You got me yelled at.
Yeah.
Punching him in the...
They said that Inosuke is actually voiced by Kirito from Sword Art.
Really?
Take that for what you will, yeah.
Well, he's a lot better as Inosuke, so...
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. And oddly enough, he's the only voice actor that I actually know from Kaguya-Sama. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't looked up any of the other voice actors or voice actresses.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know why. I think I was looking up. Oh, well, obviously Koyasu Takahito, but I mean that's just because you know how his voice sounds. He plays his dad.
Oh, his dad?
Yeah.
Okay. The big tough guy.
Yes. Why are you calling my son at so late at night? Yeah.
That's usually what a dad would say about their daughter.
Right.
Why are you calling my daughter so late at night?
Yeah.
Let's see this. Kaguya is Koga Aioi. Chika is Konami Kohara. Ishigami, that's the name of the other guy.
Ishigami-kun, yes.
Is get off the screen.
Just give us money. My anime list says give me money.
Ryota Suzuki. I know I've heard that name before, right? Hayasaka is Yumiri Hanamori.
Hayasaki, yeah.
I don't know. I think these are just those side characters that eventually show up every once in a while.
So there is Koyosaki Takahito. The dad.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, Shirogane no Chichi, so I guess Pops. So Shirogane's Pops.
Oh.
And then Shirogane's Pops.
Okay.
So because no is basically like the possessive, like saying like apostrophe S. So Shirogane's Pops.
Okay.
So yeah.
Pretty sure I've heard this guy before.
And what's funny is that they, my brother was all like, "Hey, do you know who this is?" And he starts playing the character Koyasu Takahito voices in League of Legends, and I was all like, "Yeah, man, everyone knows Koyasu Takahito." And all you nerds just blew him up because he plays Dio.
Oh, he's Dio?
Yeah. I mean, he's been in doing voice acting since like the 80s. He's been around for a minute. It's just because of Dio though that he got like super over the top.
It's always one role.
Right. And then these nerds get a hold of it and just blow it up.
It's like, oh, you don't know who this guy is. Like, I've known him since before you were born. So.
Yeah, man. For me, Koyasu Takahito will always be Zex from Gundam Wing. That's always going to be his landmark role for me, man. So that's why when in our Discord, which everyone who's listening should go join, when a member in the FGO guy in the chat was just like, "Who's the voice actors?" I was like, Hikaru Midorikawa, who voiced Hiro Yui, him and Koyasu Takehito, they just had that rivalry in the 90s. It was like they were always like, if one of them was the good guy, and they were in the same anime, the other guy was the bad guy. They were always rivals. It was always like that. And Slayer, Saber Marionette J, Vice Kreutz, they were always, one was the good guy, one was the bad guy. It's just how it worked.
Right.
And it was the unofficial rivalry. But yeah.
Nice.
So, going back to Kaguya-Sama, though, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I don't think they're going to be able to top that opening song, that's for sure.
No.
That opening
Unless
song
they get the same guy to do season 2 one.
That'd be pretty dope.
Keep it consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I got that on a playlist on my YouTube.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Worth it.
Definitely. I had to look up what the dude looked like. Like, I was like, what does this guy look like?
Like he never left the 70s.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's great. Good for him, man.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I respect it.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't really know what to expect from season 2, so I'm just looking forward to it a lot.
And when you think about the ending, too, where they're all just kind of running after Shirogane, and they're all just kind of chasing after him, too, that's the same difference as just kind of like staring off into the sunset and saying, what adventures await us next? That's also the ending, too. Usually for, like, the romantic comedies, that's kind of, you know, the main character's just running away from all his problems, like, what am I going to do? And that way it's left open-ended, so we'll find out what happens to him next time.
Yep.
And, yeah.
So, I mean, I would have been surprised if this did not get a second season.
Yeah, correct.
But again, there are shows where you're like, why didn't this get a second season?
No game, no life.
Yeah. Well, I'm also, like, thinking of Devil is a Part-Timer.
High School of the Dead.
Well, I never watched that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I read most of the manga.
You could read all of the manga. Dude's dead. It's finished.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. That sucks.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but you know, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, totally. I'm in. Sign me up, fam.
Yep. Okay. Get this up here so you can. So I actually got kind of a long list, guys. So this might be a while. The next one on my list, I don't know when it'll come out, is Dragon Maid Season 2.
Oh, yes.
I know it's still in production. They didn't stop. But I'm pretty sure it was slowed down due to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea when it's actually going to be released. If it's been pushed back to the next year, or if it's still going to come out in 2020. But if it does, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, now, this one, contrary to popular belief, this one I've actually read the manga on. So, this one I actually know what to expect and what's coming up. This one actually might be more story-driven than Season 1 was. So, this one might be a little bit more exciting. Mm-hmm. They're definitely going to introduce the new character. I would be very surprised if they didn't. But I think they deliberately held off on introducing the next character because they were like, we're going to do a second season, so we need something to give people incentive to come back.
Right.
So I think that's why they didn't introduce the next character. I will try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. Mm-hmm. Because I know that Dragon Maid is so popular. And if you guys are not Lukoa fans, you should be Lukoa fans. That's also where I call, even though it's like Quetzalcoatl is an FGO, I still call her Lukoa because of Dragon Maid.
Right.
Even though the official translation, and I believe they also used it in the Aniplex one, is Quetzi. So, I still call her Lukoa. She'll always be Lukoa. Kana's dad shows up, and that becomes a plot. So, when Toru's dad showed up, Toru's dad, they did all that stuff where it was like Toru got transported into the other realm to have like the showdown with her dad. Yeah, that wasn't in the manga. It was more just like he shows up at Kobayashi's apartment, and she's just kind of like, well, you know, I'll defend Toru, I'll protect Toru, you know, and all blah, blah, blah. And then he's just kind of like, you know, you're a mere mortal, you know, you ain't gonna do nothing. And then she's just like, yeah, well, try me. And then he's just like, all right. And then he pieces out, and then he just bounces. But, you know, in the anime, they made it all, like, overly dramatic and all that. They had that showdown, and it was all the black void and all that. So.
They had to extend it.
Yeah. Right, and they have the capacity to do it too because it's animated.
Right.
So you could definitely just like Kana and Toru's like sparring when they play wrestled.
Yeah.
That was a big drawn out thing. Same thing with the dodgeball. Obviously, that was drawn out too because you can do it. It's animated. So that'll be interesting to see when it gets animated. There's also another a story arc that has to do with Shota. So specifically Shota.
The kid that Lukoa is looking after.
Yeah. Or vice versa. Shota looking after Lukoa. Well, wherever you want to go. Ada.
He's always trying to avoid her, so. At least in that season. I don't know about upcoming seasons, so.
He warms up to her. Of course.
I mean, how could he not?
I know. Hey, man, I'm as Lukoa as they come, so I'm so pro Lukoa it hurts. That's actually my message right now in FGO is Lukoa in Babylonia. Aya Endo, you're the best. She's the voice actress.
For which one?
For Lukoa. In FGO.
Okay.
Aya Endo.
I was going to say again, which one?
Yeah. Lukoa in Dragon Maid, she was like Sega Saturn in Sega Hard Girls. That's like the only role I really remember her from.
I've never seen that either.
That one was actually pretty fun. And that's saying Sega Hard Girls, real quick, was just an all Sega show, but it was made in that like Kimono Friends style CG.
Oh.
So if you don't like really hard to look at CG, you might not like it. But that was based off a manga. And it's anthropomorphic video game girls, like Hyperdimension Neptunia.
Right.
So that's why I was like all over it. And so then they made a cross collaboration. So there actually is a Hyperdimension Neptunia cross Sega Hard Girls game. And then they even brought it out to the States. Nice. And I never bought it because I'm a dork, so I need to go back and get that. Thank you for reminding me to go get that game. But yeah, she was in that, and she played the main character, Sega Saturn, I believe, if I remember right. But yeah, that's the only role I remember from Lukoa in Dragon Maid. But yeah. And when you think about it, too, I don't know where the Japanese get the trope of Lukoa just being the doting One-chan, but it's like, in both instances, it just works.
Yep.
Like Todd Howard said, it just works, it just works. Yeah, and I ain't even mad, you know? And funny enough, when they did the live stream last week, Aniplex did a live stream to promote the new Christmas event in FGO. They reenacted their challenge quests, which was a damage challenge quest that they did at cons. And the second dude that played actually used Lukoa, because Lukoa is one of the best damage dealers in the game. Mm-hmm. So he used his Lukoa, and I was just like, of course, come on now, what did you expect? So yeah, and same thing too. What's funny is that the Quetzi or Lukoa's power creep is actually pretty accurate in both franchises. Because, so, there was never really a dragon form for Lukoa and Fafnir. Maybe Kana in the manga. Right. So if you read the manga, like, you don't see what they look like in dragon forms till, like, volume 4. And so the mangaka makes the note that when he was just doing it, he was just more focused on, like, them in their human forms, and maybe once in a while he'll do Toru, but Toru looks like that kind of like dorky chibi dragon form where she's all limp and everything. She's just kind of chunky.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I really don't need to depict like Lukoa in her dragon form because, you know, we all want to see human Lukoa, so why would we need anything else? But when the anime was coming out, then KyoAni was just like, yeah, so how do the others look as dragons? And he's just kind of like, give me a sec. And so then he went and he cranked him out. Then he had to go and crank out official dragon forms for the others because of the anime. And then, yeah, and when you see Lukoa's like dragon depiction, you see it in the opening credits, the original opening for season 1. But when you see her in the manga, she's like the size of a mountain range practically. Wow. So, and again, that's a testament to her power creep. And same thing in FGO, you know, you see the massive amounts of damage. And they just released Lukoa's side story mission in FGO 2, and everyone is just all like, yo, man, if she hit me with her move, she wouldn't have just beat me. She would have erased me from existence. So, yeah. Yeah, Lukoa ain't no joke, man.
I think the only one who wasn't really worried was Martha.
Well, yeah. Martha could take it. Martha's basically Kenshiro.
She was actually like, I'm looking forward to fighting you again.
Right.
But, what's his name?
Sherlock?
Assassin was like...
Sassy Sin?
She's going to kill me.
Yeah.
I'm tapped. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
They paid me more, maybe, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, Sherlock, also, tapped.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Don't pile drive me, bro. Don't pile drive me.
And he came with the excuse. Oh, my body moved on its own. But, yeah. I didn't want to die either.
Sherlock is a lover, not a fighter. So, yeah, it's funny. And there was one of our guys in Discord, Madoka, bless him. He's just all like, "Don't call her Lukoa. I don't like Lukoa. I like Quetzi. I don't like Lukoa."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, she's Lukoa. Lukoa is Lukoa. So I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VIII, which also has Quetzalcoatl as a summon. Still gonna call it Lukoa.
I'm summoning Lukoa.
I am summoning Lukoa.
Wow.
Oh god, she came out the pot naked. Ah! Don't let my dad see you. By the way, you actually do get introduced to Shota's dad. He's part of that Shota's little story arc, so...
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. If it's his arc, they should introduce him to his family.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's a pretty fun arc, though. I like it. Yeah. And I've been avoiding talking about the new character because I kind of want to keep her a secret. If you've read the manga, then you know who she is. And if you haven't read the manga, let's just say she fits in really, really well. Really well with the others, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, and there's also good... I don't know if they're going to get to it, but they probably will, but there's kind of going to be a little... probably a feelsy episode with Kana, and I think this actually happens before her dad shows up. It might even be the lead-up to her dad coming down, but that's probably going to be... I'm sure they're going to ratchet up the feels to, like, 11... just because they can, so be prepared. When that Kana episode comes out, I'm sure they're gonna just really, really punch you in the chest. Yeah.
Well,
so yeah.
All right. I guess I'll look forward to that.
Yeah. and another thing too. Also, I don't know if we talked about it, but on the manga episode, but I also read the spinoff, the Elma, the Office Lady.
You mentioned it, I think, but it was after we had turned off the recorder.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that if they have the time and the budget, they might do that into an OVA. So Elma, the Office Lady.
More Elmas would be good.
Yeah. So, because that was always my big gripe. I was like, she doesn't do anything. It's almost like Amelia syndrome. It's like, why is she so popular? She doesn't do anything. It's like, name what Elma brought to the plot. There you go. It's like, that's what I'm saying too. And it's like, I agree. I think she's adorable. She's a great character design. Thighs. Come on. How can you go wrong? And her voice actress is Alba. Yeah. Yeah. From New Game. So, and she was adorable.
Another one I haven't seen.
Alba, A-O-B-A, Alba from New Game. Though, yeah, there's all among there. She's the main character in New Game. And it's like, I actually think New Game and Dragon Maid came out in the same year, I think. Or maybe it was like a season apart. So it was like, she was Alba and New Game was like, oh, it's so adorable. And then she turned around and became Elma. But it was just disappointing. It was all like,
she came in a few episodes before the series ended.
Right.
So, what were they going to do with her?
Yeah, it was just, like I said, it was an unfortunate circumstance. And it just was like, all right.
All I know is she won me over. She ate a lot. I like that. You should know this from my saver.
I know. But that's why I'm kind of glad that they did the Elma spin-off manga. That, and she does get a lot more screen time in the manga, in the original manga too, and not just in her spin-off. But she actually does some stuff too. And that'll probably be in episode 2, which will probably help her cause, because it's going to be an Elma-only episode, so...
Nice.
Yeah. You kind of get to see what she's all about, and her powers as a dragon, basically.
Cool.
But I'm really hoping that with the advent of Season 2, and after they kind of get themselves back up, KyoAni, that they do an Elma that Elma Office Lady OVA. So I don't know if there's. I think it's an ongoing series, but I don't know. So that's why I don't know if there's enough material to make like a spin-off show. But there might be enough material to at least like do Volume 1 as an OVA. So yeah,
cool. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be season 2 is going to be good. All right, what's next?
Okay, next on the list, I have Golden Kamuy season 3.
Oh, jeez.
Because they ended season 2 in a way where I was like, you can't just end it there and not have a third season.
Season 3, man. Oh.
Yeah, I need a season 3 because
I will admit I'm a little rusty, but what I will say is that Hijikata is an absolute badass. And again, I think Hijikata is also kind of in the same arena where it's like as Lukoa, where it's like I respect and adore all of his incarnations. So because it's like I can't really think of a bad version of Hijikata. So like Hijikata in Gintama is pretty funny. Hijikata in FGO is pretty funny. Hijikata in Drifters was pretty funny. Hijikata in Golden Kamuy, I mean, man, he's voiced by Kotomine Kide. I mean, come on, how can you go wrong? And at the end of season 2, when they ended with his duel against the police, the jail warden.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was like, man. So.
Yeah, it was nice to actually see him in action.
Dude,
other than, just slaughtering people.
I mean, that's what he did best, man. Them Shinsen Gumi, don't mess with them, man. And like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with the Shinsen Gumi because it's like I don't like them because they represented the tyrannical government, but at the same time, I respect the hell out of them because, even if you're oppressing the people, if it's your job, do your job, man. There's always going to be people that are going to disagree with what you are and what you do. So do it, And again, I'm sorry, but morals is a point of view, And I'm not saying like let's all just like hurt each other because it's my point of view to hurt each other. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that people will always disagree with your point of view.
Yeah.
That's just life. So for the Shinsen Gumi to just do what they had to do to preserve their point of view and their way of life, they were some of the best at what they did, man. They didn't see themselves as tyrants. They didn't see themselves as oppressors. So they thought they were in the right. So
I mean, you'd also say the same thing about Hitler.
Absolutely. So it always comes, was it Rule 62 or whatever? It always comes back to Hitler.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, again, you can make the argument for any evil. They from their point of view, they're doing the right thing. So, Star Wars comes out this week. You think the Empire thought they were doing evil? Think they were the evil guys? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, but at the same time, too, it's also like they should never have jailed someone like Hijikata. They should have just executed him. I'm not going to lie. If they caught any of the Shinsen Gumi guys, they should have just executed them. They didn't all just, like, die of their disease like Okita did. So what do? We turn Okita into a girl and you make her tuberculosis cute and adorable. Like, oh, she just coughed up blood. Oh, that's so cute. It's literally the name of her skill, tuberculosis.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What, her noble phantasm?
Weak constitution, I apologize. Weak constitution is the name of her skill.
Okay, so it's not tuberculosis.
It's not tuberculosis. No, I apologize. It's weak constitution. So her frailty or his frailty is one of her skills. One of the things that defined and what people remember about Okita. Oof. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Other than that, it's I don't know. Golden Kamuy kind of reminded me too a lot about like the Pirates of the Caribbean formula, which is just kind of like shenanigans and it's just kind of like, now we're paired up, now we're paired up, now we're rivals, but we're paired up, now we're paired up, and it's like, it's just, we're all over the place. But I also really like how they do that accuracy with the Ainu people. Mm-hmm. So I liked that. I don't know if you remember Samurai Shodown, but like Nakaruru and Rimururu, they were Ainus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were Ainu. Also, Kamuy from Kantai Collection is another one of the Ainu people. So, they're pretty much like the Japanese equivalent of our Native Americans. So, yeah. So, all right. Yeah. But they were some badass dudes though, the Ainu people. So, maybe someday when I go back to Japan, I would like to go to a museum or maybe do some. Maybe there's some. I don't know if it's even going to be in English, but that might be something to check out. Maybe they have some sites or something. I would be down to check them out.
I'm sure if there's a museum, they'll have multiple languages.
I'd hope so. I really would. But yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm also drawing kind of blanks because it's like.
Last we left off, what's the name of the little girl?
Sirpa? Yeah,
Sirpa was. I wouldn't say kidnapped because she does not know that the two guys that are with her are trying to use her or they're bad guys. But, was it Sakamoto? Yeah. He's with the army right now. Yeah. That lieutenant, and he's trying to get her back. So, I think he had some of his brain taken out because he was shot in the head, and that one shape-shifting whatever guy, girl now, I guess ate some of his brain.
Post-op, yeah.
That was kind of funny, but yeah.
That's one of the funny or weird things too about Golden Kamuy is that no one dies. No one ever stays dead. I was all like, in Kenshin we ended some fools, with some of these fools when they got put down, they stayed down, and it's like in Golden Kamuy no one stays down. Yeah, like I said, I really want to see what Hijikata does. That's all I'm going to say. It's like, I just want more Hijikata. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to the whole show, not just him.
Not me, man. I'm in it for Hijikata, man.
I liked the whole show. So.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But I got my Sirpa Nendo, and I got where did I end? I think I'm on volume 5 of the manga.
Are you?
Yeah.
I can see 1 over here.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, and 3 there on my shelf. Right on top of Dragon Maid. Go figure. But yeah.
And below New Game.
Yeah. But did you watch New Game the anime?
No.
Okay.
That's another one that has been recommended.
Yeah. It's cute anime girls making video games. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
I played the eroge about that.
This guy right here.
I can't remember the title of it, but it was...
Was it called New Game?
No, it wasn't actually.
All right.
Kind of close though, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Golden Kamuy. I've been wanting a 3rd season since the 2nd season ended. Kind of like how I wanted a 2nd season after the 1st season ended, and thankfully at that point they announced it like right after the season ended, so I didn't have to wait. I didn't even know they announced the 3rd season.
Funny enough about this, when Drifters season 1 ended, they also announced season 2 is coming. That's almost been 2 years now.
Well, maybe they're still planning on it. That's another one I still need to watch. Drifters.
Yeah, especially now that you're more into Fate, I think you'll have an appreciation for Drifters.
Yeah, you were kind of explaining to me how it was a lot like Fate because they summon.
Yeah, their gimmick though is
figures.
that they pull the historical figures right at their most crucial moment. So pretty much like right before their death. And then, they're kind of given the option of fight for me or I'll send you back and you just die. Yeah.
Like, well,
I'll go into it more off air because I don't want to pad this podcast even further.
Right.
But, Hichikata's in that too, and it's a badass incarnation. And yeah, like I said, and for 2 seasons, I still don't quite know where we're going with the plot because it's like, is Serpa's dad is not dead, right? He's still alive, right?
No, they killed him.
They did kill him.
They killed him.
Okay.
What's his name? The sharpshooter.
Killed him. Okay.
Yeah. The same dude that shot Sugimoto.
But it turns out it's a fake, and it wasn't him to begin. Oh, he's still alive. Remember,
Maybe.
We'd already have one person who can change people's faces with surgery, remember?
But I was pretty sure it was confirmed. So okay. We'll see. Because, like you said, we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe he's alive still. In, like, a different prison.
We need more.
Yeah, we need more.
More.
I need more Golden Kamuy. See, I'll try to do the ones that I know we were both going to see, and then maybe I'll go into the other ones. Actually, I think that's the last one.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. You said you wanted to see My Next Life as a Villainess.
Yes.
All routes lead to doom.
Yes.
Which I believe is an Isekai.
Yes.
All I know is I saw a trailer for this, and I was like, this looks fun. And I want to watch it. But I don't know the story behind it. I'll figure that out when I watch it.
So I know roughly about what's going on. So this one might actually be a quick video because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Basically, from my understanding, it's the bad guy, which is in this case the bad girl, of an otome game, which is like, visual novels.
Right.
And, games like, even like Fate Stay Night, actually, they have multiple paths.
Right.
So, because basically you get to a choice, and you pick an option, and then you go down a certain path route. And then you keep on going, you get to one ending. But then you can come back, and at any choice along the path, you can make a different choice, and it might set you back on a different path. And so that's how then every path eventually comes to an end, and then could be multiple endings. And even sometimes you can actually do multiple paths and still get to the same ending. So there's a lot of variables that go into it, but basically the main character on this one is the bad guy, and she has full awareness that she's in an otome game and that she's the bad guy. And she knows all of the possible options. So her sole purpose, I don't know if she necessarily wants to get with the dude herself. I don't recall if that was her purpose. But for sure, she's trying to C-block the main heroine. So she doesn't want the main heroine to win. And so I'm already like, I'm sold. And I believe, if I remember right, that the Villainess is an Ojo-sama type too. So it's, so I'm like, I'm in. Sign me up, fam. Take me away, Luvia-sama. So yeah,
okay.
That's pretty much the best way I can describe it. I have no idea what's the source material. I don't know the manga. I don't know the light novel. I don't know anything else about it. I just know that it's based off Latin. And once again, Roman is playing FGO. He sees how long some of these story segments can be in a visual novel.
They're pretty long.
Now, and this is a mobile game. Imagine if you were playing a 12 gigabyte PC version of this with like 50 endings. Yeah. That's text heavy. And I say this too, that as someone that played like all the Ace Attorney games, except the Great Ace Attorney, because I haven't found a good patch yet. But all 6 of the Ace Attorney games, which are visual novels essentially. Yeah, they can take hours. And this chick she gains sentience and she knows. So, yeah, I'm excited. This one should be good. And watch it be so good that it doesn't end up on Crunchyroll.
That comes out in spring.
Nice.
So we don't have that long. Just one season to wait.
Excellent. Yeah, pretty much. If you put it in the style of Fate Stay Night, in the Fate like light novels, it would be like if Luvia gained sentience and knew that Rin is gonna try to take Shiro, so Shiro, but Shadow, that she overly pronounces her name. She pronounces it Hiro, so Shiro. So it would be like her trying to cockblock Rin to hook up with Shiro. That's basically what's going on here. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fantastic. So I'm in. I'm down.
Nice. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I just learned a lot from you. So. The rest of it, I think, is stuff that is not on your list.
Okay.
Like, just stuff that I was scrolling through and I remember seeing trailers for and be like, oh, I wanted to watch that.
All right. Fine. Go ahead. Let's go into it. Maybe you might interest me.
Let me see. Monster Girl Doctor.
Oh, I want to watch that. Oh, yeah, that's the one where he analyzes all the monster girls. Yeah.
Where is that? I saw that here.
That one, actually, believe it or not, got some SJW's butthurt.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Because they were like, oh, look how, like, voluptuous and busty and fan servicey these monster girls look. Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh, my God, why are they making, the usual crap.
Yeah.
Why is this anime being an anime? It's like, oh, shut up. Get out of here. Oh, my goodness.
It's like, you're not going to watch it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, go cry somewhere else. Go back to watching Boku Hero. Get out of here. No one likes you.
I like Boku Hero's bad.
Yeah. So, it's yeah.
Which actually, they were upset about that too, so.
I'm sure. Nothing's ever good for these people.
Because, I guess the mangaka draws them more bigger.
Yeah.
Than they are in the anime. Like, the anime thinned them out.
You'd think they'd be happy. Oh, thinned them out. Never mind. Yeah. I was about to say. I thought it was the opposite. I thought he made him bigger in the anime. But no, you're right.
They thinned them out. So they were upset about that.
Triggered?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm sorry that Mina is now a size 2 and not a size 4. Jeez. Butt hurt much? Jeez. Man. Anyways. But
anyway.
Yeah. Because I was big into, like, Monster Musume.
Yeah.
Spider Girl's best girl. So, Rocknera, thank you very much.
Lala.
Tragic Mermaids, huh?
No, Lala's the...
Dullahan. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about characters that came in late into the show. Damn. So, did I ever mention, too, that Mia is voiced by Amamiya Sora, Aqua?
Oh, is she? Nice.
And if I remember right, Monster Musume came out, like, right before Konosuba did. Yeah, right before Konosuba. So it was kind of like before she kind of blew up as Aqua. Yeah, she was Mia. So,
nice.
Yeah, but I think that I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Aqua is what just put Amamiya Sora like over the moon. I think she was also in the Seven Deadly Sins.
Was she?
Yeah, I think so. I think she played the one with the pink blouse. The main girl. Blonde hair? Elizabeth?
Yeah,
Elizabeth, yeah. I think that was her too, if I remember right. But again, I think that Aqua just kind of put her over the moon. So it wasn't that she wasn't doing like big roles. She did definitely do some named roles, but I think that Aqua just sent her to the stratosphere.
Right. Well, this has another Lamia in it, so
I'm in. So I mean, that's the thing. Is like in at least in Monster Musume, and I bring up Monster Musume because I find that that's really the only thing I can compare it to. There was you can make an argument for pretty much all the girls in there. Like Centauria was also another. I was a big Centauria fan too. I just think that Rocknera, again, it's the confidence factor. Centauria was always like, don't show, and I'm like, all right, shut up. So, and I think that's the only reason why I was more like into Rocknera than I was into Centauria. But Centauria is definitely up there too. So don't get me wrong, definitely Horse Badonkadonk is definitely great too. I'm down with that. So Monster Girl Doctor. I don't know if that's the official title, but yeah, I'm definitely.
That was the translated.
That's the translated title
on the page. I don't know if it's like.
Yeah.
Right or not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember, like I said, I just remember as soon as they announced that it was coming, the instant butt hurt.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm surprised we don't get any of that for just everything that comes out.
Yeah, just put trigger warnings on everything. Quintuplet Season 2, warning, your favorite character might not win. Just do this, trigger warnings on everything.
Warning, all of these girls look better than you.
Also, they're fake. But they still look better than you.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, and the other thing too is that if you really, and you know what, it's like if you really don't want to see something so lewd or so over the top ridiculous, I don't know, you can't see it, but there along the bottom, there's interviews with monster girls. That one is actually really, really wholesome. That one actually does not have, like, it has a little bit of fan service, but it's nothing like Monster Musume or this one. And that one has a dude who works at the monster high school where it's like 10% of the population is basically monster girls or monsters. And he's a doctor that he works at the high school, but he's trying to do, I think, his dissertation, and he's doing it on the monsters. And so, even though it's like 10% of the world population, he has like a couple of them that actually work at his high school. So he's trying to study them. And then he's kind of discovering that even though they're considered like the monster types, they're really that much different in this instance from being just normal high school girls. So like the main character is a vampire. Her friend that she eventually makes friends with, a Dullahan. And then the other girl is like a snow fairy. And then the best girl, who's the teacher of... Why is the teacher always the best girl? Is a succubus. So Saki Sensei. But in the world of interviews with monster girls, her succubus powers extends all the way to just a touch. So if you touch her, she instantly just kind of creeps into your dreams and just kind of sucks your soul out. And then you just kind of collapse into just this love coma. So she wears like a gym uniform at all times. Also, looking at her, if she reveals too much skin, just looking at her can also put you in a trance. So she's always wearing a gym outfit, like, you know, gym sweatpants and the sweater, the gym sweater or whatever. And she's always like tracksuit. Thank you. She's got her glasses on. Her hair is, so she looks as like grungy as possible. I don't know if you've ever seen the meme, but it's the one where she's standing over the stove and she's like making a can of soup and she's like, "My name is Saki. I'm 23, still single," or is it "I'm 27, still single"? That's from Interviews with Monster Girls.
Okay.
And yeah, and so that's her issue, because again, all these girls have issues. So her issue is that she brings up to Sensei, Takahashi Sensei, who's kind of like my spirit animal, like Frank West. She's just all like, you know, I can never be in love, I can never find a boyfriend or get into a relationship because I'm just gonna suck his soul. And he's just like, that's not true. Here, come try me. And so she just kind of like grabs his hand, and he's just like, see, that didn't do anything. And then so she starts to fall for him because she thinks it's the first guy that is resistant to her powers. And then he just kind of leaves the room. He starts freaking out, like, "Oh fuck, that was hot! That was so hot!" And he's like, "Oh my god!" So yeah. So yeah, there's another scene where she's just all like, "You know, why don't you just give me a hug?" And he's just kind of like, "Tomorrow," because he's like, yeah, he's not impervious to it, but he's more, because he's more of a scholar. He's more aware of what's going on. So bottom line, if this kind of stuff is too much for you, like Monster Girl Doctor, Monster Musume, go do Interviews with Monster Girls. That's some wholesome stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and that was that was like 2017, so it's not even that old.
It came out a couple years ago.
Yeah. And like I said, I have the manga. I want to really get back into it too. And I never saw the like special OVA either, where Saki Sensei and Takahashi Sensei actually go to the bar together. And I'm sure shenanigans happen.
Most likely.
But
that's just setting up a bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah. And Takahashi Sensei is voiced by Junichi Suwabe, so Archer Emiya. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, he's just got that voice that just melts you.
Sure.
So, well, he's also Eraserhead in Boku Hero.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, Suwabe. Goddamn Suwabe. So smooth. Yeah. So, yeah, go watch that. If this is too much, if you don't like, titties in your face, animu titties in your face, check out Interviews with Monster Girls. That's probably more your speed.
Or just don't watch anime at all.
Roman is a little bit more, like I said, Roman is a little more in your face. I try to find a middle ground with people, but Roman doesn't really care for that. Fair enough. Again, there's Roman's perspective too, which is right, which is You know, if you go into an anime and just be like, why are boobs hanging out? When anime boobs have been hanging out since like the late 70s, 80s, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You know? Come on.
Exactly.
Some of the best animes in history had boobs hanging out, like Rama 1/2 and Fist of the North Star. There was some boobs. Urusei Yatsura, there you go. You know? It's
yeah, what? Stop complaining.
Yeah, anime is anime. So, they just happen to be monster girls in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was looking forward to that one.
Yeah. What season?
That does not have a release date.
All right.
But it does say it comes out this year. So.
Okay.
And it's based on a light novel. So, yeah. Okay, some of these other ones I know you might have heard of.
Okay.
Definitely this one. Apparently they're making a series for Akira.
Like the movie Akira?
Yeah, like the movie Akira.
Okay. Interesting.
And it's going to be following the manga more specifically. So it's going to get more in depth about Tetsuo and his powers and all the other like children that were in the testing lab and stuff like that. I know there was a lot of differences between the manga and the anime, like the movie, because I have the manga, six books.
Kind of like what they did with Ghost in the Shell.
Well, I mean, they did take out that whole lesbian scene in the manga.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's like what was it? It was like the movie was like only one part of one story, and then like the rest of the movie was just all made up.
Yeah.
It was like all original content, and then nothing else had anything to do with the manga.
It was still, they still had some stuff that was in the manga all the way up to the end, but they changed things around.
Right.
Like, I can't remember the name of Tetsuo's girlfriend. But I don't think she actually made an appearance in the manga until like book 4 or 5.
So they definitely consolidated it for the movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Is it the same cast coming back? Is it all new cast or?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
All it says here is new adaptation that will incorporate the manga's full story. So
there you go.
It doesn't tell you if the cast is coming back, Johnny Young Bosch or not. You know.
Well, did he do the voice for like the 20th anniversary or something?
Yeah, it was Kaneda.
Oh, of course. It's always Johnny Young Bosch.
But I am looking forward to it because I want to actually see the manga story adapted properly.
Got it.
Because as much as I like the movie, I like the manga better.
Definitely.
Definitely. Like they actually show how that one dude from their gang dies, like how Tetsuo kills him. Like how he goes into the bar and the bar owner's dead and it's destroyed and Tetsuo's in there. That doesn't happen in the manga. Like he doesn't kill him in the bar. I won't get into how he kills him, but he is not in the bar. I'll just say that.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll check it out. I know that last week at the bar and I didn't go because we were recording with Kimi Hako. They actually showed Akira. That was the movie of the month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, oh well. I would have liked to have gone, but you know, priorities.
Yeah.
We got to talk anime and manga and cosplay. So.
One other thing I know they did change was in the very beginning of the movie, you see I think what Joker is his name, the leader of the clown gang. Mm-hmm. He's on his motorcycle and he's just like this, and the motorcycle's kind of like driving itself.
Yeah.
That's Tetsuo. He does that. Because spoilery, sorry. He becomes like the leader of the clowns at a certain point. So
interesting. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes then. Well, I shouldn't say changes. It sounds more like an expansion of what they did in the movie.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. I wonder how long it's going to be. Like, it's got to be more than one season, I hope.
Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a 24-episode project.
Yeah, I hope so. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But again, this is another one I didn't even know they had made an announcement for. So
just kind of tucked away.
Yeah, like I was just going through the list and there it was. So I was like, oh, I'm put that on there. And it is supposed to be a series, so I hope.
Yudu Camp Season 2.
Yeah, although that's supposed to come out...
from Akira to Yudu Camp.
Exactly. But that's supposed to come out this winter season, isn't it?
So, what, starting January?
Yeah, isn't that supposed to come out January?
I have no idea. I just see it here on my computer screen, so I'm like, oh yeah, Yudu Camp, yeah. But yeah, anyways, just bringing that up. Moving on.
Next, I have Uzumaki, which is the Junji Ito story.
Right. Isn't that the one that's really, really popular?
Yeah, the one with the spirals or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, they're making that into a TV show, or is that a movie or an OVA?
I think that's a show. Let me see.
Was there enough content to make a show out of it?
It's going to be 4 episodes.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's not going to be a long show. It's more like an OVA kind of thing, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, 4 episodes made by Production IG.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I think we brought this up when we were talking about the Junji Ito collection for Halloween.
Yeah.
That it'd be interesting to see an adaptation of this because it's actually one of his more popular stories.
Yeah.
And now it's coming out. So
interesting. So it's 4 episodes. Are they doing it like once a month or?
Oh wow, there's a note here. Premieres on Toonami in the United States before Japan.
Wow.
So I don't know.
It could have been an announcement they made at Crunchyroll Expo because he was there.
Yeah, could be. I did not really look up anything from Crunchyroll Expo, so
yeah.
Which I should really start doing when all these conventions come out. Look up for the announcements.
Yeah.
But yeah, Uzumaki's coming out. Horror.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything else, just horror.
Yeah, and spirals.
Yeah, and spirals.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell someone that I know actually really points out that Uzumaki's story specifically. So I'm gonna have to let her know that that's coming.
Yeah.
And see what she how she reacts.
Hopefully, it doesn't look like the Junji Ito collection.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if Production IG did that. Do you know who did that?
I don't. I do know Production IG. They did famously they've done all the Ghost in the Shells. Okay. I don't know if they've done the more recent ones where it's kind of like the reboot and she has like that whole red leather thing going.
Yeah.
They didn't do that, but they did like the original 2 movies. Then they did Standalone Complex.
Okay.
So that was all Studio IG. Then they also did Sengoku Basuda's anime, and then they did Attack on Titan.
Okay, so it should be well animated.
Yeah, it should be. And then also, and even more recently, and I don't think we're talking about it because I don't think we're talking about movies. Well, this is movie OVA, but they're going to do FGO Camelot next year.
Yeah.
So that's them too.
Okay. So, it did look really good in the trailer, so I'm looking forward to that too then. Well, I've been looking forward to that because I like the Camelot story. Plus, it's got Nitocris, so...
Yeah. Good times coming ahead.
Yeah. Get to see my Camelot waifu get killed.
Get nuked. By my waifu! By the best Artoria.
But, I mean, they accomplished their goal, so that's all that matters.
No, they didn't. They got nuked.
All they were doing was trying to take down the shield that was around the castle so they can get in. And they did it, so... They accomplished their goal. But yeah, Uzumaki, 4 episodes. Doesn't say when next year, just 2020.
Okay. Yeah, with 4 episodes, they could spread it out too. They could even do 1 a quarter. So like sometime between January and March, and then another between April and June, and then July to September, and then October to December. They could even do 1 every quarter.
1 every season. Yeah. They could do that.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's good. Let me see what else I got here. Oh yeah, go check the time here. I don't know if you've heard of this one. You might have. I might have posted something about it at one point. The English title is So I'm a Spider, So What?
No, I've never heard of this. What?
It's another Isekai series.
Okay.
I think it's a female protagonist.
Interesting.
I do not remember if she actually dies or not, but she is put into a spider body in a cave. Think slime, but she's a spider, and she starts at level like 1, and she's just kind of working her way up.
A human spider or like the tiny spider?
It's not a human spider.
Okay.
But not a tiny spider either.
Okay. Is it like a Rachnera spider?
Think like, I would say more like Lord of the Rings spider.
Okay.
Like a spider.
Okay.
And I guess she can, like, as she levels up, she gets more abilities. You know how that works.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that one because I've read a little bit of the manga. And it's pretty funny.
Okay.
And just the title makes makes me laugh. Kumo desu ka nanika? That's that one.
Wow. Wow, it's actually a spider.
It is a spider. So I'm a spider, so what? I don't know. I haven't read a whole lot of it. I want to buy it and actually start reading it.
Okay.
So it's on my list. And I saw they were making this series, so I was like, I want to check this out. So, yeah, definitely got to check it out.
All right, we Spider Girls now.
Spider Girls.
All right.
Like I said, some of these are going to be short because we don't know a whole lot of
it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to watch your review or reaction and be like, all right, let me see what Roman's saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm intrigued because, again, Rachnera is my favorite monster musume, so I'm not opposed to it. But, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
What is it? We're going to look into this.
Oh, here's this one. This is another. This is not an Isekai, I think. The English title for this is Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. I just like the description, which I'm going to read because that's what made me want to watch it.
Okay.
It's kind of long. It says... Oh, yeah. Let me get this over.
Give me just a sec, guys. Okay, continue.
All right. So the description for this says, Princess Cialis is trying to get a good night's sleep. Some shut-eye 40 winks catch some Z's long ago in olden times when people and demons lived together in, well, disharmony, really. A demon king kidnaps a human princess and imprisons her in his castle. Bereft, the princess's subjects beat their chests in anguish until a hero arises to spearhead Project Rescue Our Princess. While waiting for her knight in shining armor, what's an imprisoned princess to do? Teddy bear guards with bat wings are all very well, but her dungeon cell is boring. So she decides to while away the long hours by sleeping. Now, if only she could get comfortable and didn't suffer from insomnia.
This sounds very practical.
It's just one of those where I'm like, this just sounds so goofy, I gotta watch it.
Wow.
It says comedy, fantasy, magic, shonen, slice of life, supernatural.
This sounds like a Roman show.
It's definitely one of my types of shows. I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it.
This screams Roman. This just screams just to the top of the lungs Roman.
It does.
Also, I want to point out that we're going like, as we proceed on with the Roman only shows, we're getting like, I feel weirder and weirder, and it started with like Monster Girl Doctor, and it was kind of like, all right, we're cool with that. Then to Akira, and it's like head explodes and my arm eats you. Okay. Then we went to Uzumaki, which is like death spirals, and we're like, all right. Then we go to I'm a Spider. Oh, sure. And then finally, I got kidnapped, so I'm going to go to sleep. All right. I think we've jumped the shark now.
What can I say? I love sleep. Okay, I don't get a lot of it.
Sleeping and eating. All right. There you go, guys. That's Roman's types right there.
Yeah.
Does she eat? No. Does she sleep?
Yeah.
Yes. When's it air? When does it start?
It does not say. Just to be determined.
Jeez.
So yeah, okay. Look for me to watch that, people.
You guys better get that one to 50 views, or else I'm going to be very disappointed.
Well, if I start doing what I want to do, then we won't be doing the 50 view thing anymore.
Okay.
Which is I just watch fewer shows, and I don't have to stay up till like 4 in the morning.
Okay, that's good too. That's very important.
Next, let me see. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level.
Jeez. Specifically slimes?
Yeah, slimes. As you can tell, it's another Isekai, I'm assuming. Let me see if I can find the thing here.
I would wonder, or
I think I posted a trailer to this on Facebook once. I think I did. It just actually be coming out in spring.
I just wonder what are the sales on these mangas, these isekai mangas, that make them popular enough to get their own animes. That's what makes me curious.
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking, did So I'm a Spider outsell Killing Slimes? Or was it vice? Did Killing Slimes outsell So I'm a Spider? Just makes me think.
Me too. Let me see.
Because they both obviously sold enough to get their own anime.
There we go. I've been Killing Slimes for 300 years anime. It's a light novel.
Jeez.
Let's see. It's even announced on Crunchyroll and everything. There we go. My anime list. See if we get, there we go. Synopsis. That's what I'm looking for. I'll just read the synopsis, everybody.
Okay.
Get off the screen, my anime list thingy.
They want you to donate. Free
sign up. Use Facebook or Google or whatever. I've already signed up. I got an account. Stop bothering me. So suddenly dying from overwork, salary woman Azusa Aizawa finds herself before an angel who allows her to reincarnate into a new world as an immortal witch, where she spends her days killing slimes for money on an otherwise eternal vacation. But even the minimal experience points from slimes will add up after hundreds of years, and Azusa discovers that she accidentally reached the maximum level. Fearing that her strong abilities will attract work and force her back to a life of overexertion, she decides to hide her strength in order to preserve her peaceful lifestyle. Despite her efforts, tales of the max-level witch of the plateau spread across the land, and a proud dragon named Rika shows up looking to test their strength against her. Even though Azusa defeats and befriends Rika, problems arise as both friends and foes come looking for the secluded witch. So, kind of like average abilities.
I was about to say, that's what it sounds like.
But with a witch instead.
Alright.
And I like average abilities, so I'm probably going to like this too.
So while Roman was updating you guys on the synopsis, I apparently got an update that somebody uploaded to YouTube a video entitled, "Can you live entirely off of Fate merchandise?"
Really? Meaning what? Like buying just like everything?
Yeah, Fate-themed food to eat, and I guess Fate-themed pillows to sleep on, and Fate-themed, I mean, definitely shirts. I don't know if there's like Fate-themed pants, but maybe like off-brand ones. You could buy like Saber pants or something.
Well, I'm sure if you just buy pants that look like theirs, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though.
That's literally me. I'm showing Roman this meme right now. It's literally me in a meme.
I'm a grown man. I could do this.
Yes, I am. I think I might put this in the on the group page too, in just a bit. As soon as we're done, and we get offline.
Is this just him dying all the time?
Yep. And then there's me laughing.
I will admit that him dying in FGO was funny. Because he's like, I'm really dead. Like just in what
Yeah.
Is that what that place is called?
Yeah. So it's pretty much Unlimited Blade Works, Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, and then Babylonia.
Just wakes up.
Yeah. Literally worked myself to death.
Just like Azusa. Except he didn't become a slime. Or he didn't become a witch and kill a bunch of slimes for 300 years.
We were talking about that too, real brief, because we were talking about what are you watching this season? I was like, make my abilities average, and then one of the dudes was like, oh man, that's so great. And I love the logic they came up with. It's like the highest level monster and the lowest level human, and then the average. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. I still gotta watch the last episode too.
Oh man. Good stuff.
Okay. So I think we're getting close to the end here. I think I only got like a few left.
Okay. Only a few. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Rapid fire mode. Go.
Muhyo to Ryouji Season 2. Which is... I I watched season 1. That's the one about he's like not a kind of like a ghost lawyer almost.
Okay. All right.
Except he's like sentencing you right there.
Okay.
Kind of like a judge as well.
Okay.
He uses a lot of magic and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I thought it was an overlooked anime from that season. Like
How long ago?
Like early, like maybe might have even been last year.
I was going to say I didn't hear about it this year.
I think it was last year.
Okay.
Around fall, I think.
Interesting.
But to me, I thought it was very overlooked. Like not a lot of people were watching it, and I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, I was definitely calling for a season 2. I remember even saying that at the end of my last reaction video that I hope they get a second season, and they did.
Nice.
So I'm happy.
Nice.
I'll be watching it now. We just need Hinamaru Sumo to get a second season.
And was it Piano no Mori?
No, that's over already. That had a second season.
Okay.
That's done. But Hinamaru Sumo needs a second season too. And actually, the next one I'm talking on the list, because that's all I'm going to say about that. like we said, rapid fire here.
Okay.
There is 2 more.
Okay.
The next one is this one right here, which is actually called Redo of the Healer.
Oh, I think I've heard about that one.
Yeah.
That's the one where the dude just like Shield Hero, he got accused of doing something that he didn't do?
Yeah, something like that. But he like goes back in time to do everything over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he becomes like a major dickhead, doesn't he?
It looks like it from the image.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard a few people talking about this one. And I was like, you know what, I'll check it out. Looks fun. Guy might be interesting seeing this guy be a jerk.
Yeah. It's like Naofumi, but Naofumi with 0 Fs to give.
Yeah. Like after a while he kind of toned down a bit.
Yeah.
But beginning Naofumi, he definitely didn't care.
Yeah.
So that one.
Interesting. Yeah, that one also was very controversial too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that one because it's again it's making the false accusations, and
right.
that creates the whole the argument where people are like, you shouldn't make fun of that, or you shouldn't insinuate that, and it's like, but it does happen, just because it doesn't fit your narrative or it makes your narrative look bad doesn't cover up the fact that it does happen. Mm-hmm. Which is why, again, these allegations should always be investigated. Let's not kid ourselves here. That's the whole point, is that it should be investigated, but
they're not.
Yeah, and it does happen. False allegations do happen. So yeah, they essentially tried to shield hero it, and it's like, well, the manga obviously sold enough to get an anime, so this is going to be a firecracker. And like I said, I think it makes it even worse where they portrayed the main character as just like, you know what? I don't care. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong. But when I was reading about this, something about this, at least this artist, was like a doujin artist.
Oh, was he?
I think.
Well, it does say ecchi here.
Yeah, so that could also be it too. I don't know if he's necessarily like Shindo levels, the guy that did like Emergence and all that, but yeah, I think that's also what didn't really help the case. But again, I mean, this company is thinking they can make money off this. That's why they're animating it. So
yeah, it's being done by a studio called TNK. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Alrighty then. You'll have to keep me posted. If I don't, I might check it out on my own, but maybe not. If I forget, I'll wait for your discussion, your reaction to it.
See if it's something worth picking up.
Yeah, totally. Because like I said, look at Shield Hero. Shield Hero is one of my top 5. Spoiler alert for next episode. It was one of my favorite shows of this year, but again, it was because the character developed a lot too, where he kind of was able to get over his anguish and realize what he had. And then that's what he made work for him, and then he's not so much of a dick anymore. So, because he believed in the people who believed in him, hashtag Gurren Lagann, he was able to succeed. So, yeah. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if that's the same theme in this one though. I don't think so.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, final one. Let me see. Let me get this thing up here for you.
Okay.
All right. final one. Like I said, I had a long list, guys. All right. It's called Girls Work, which is actually a Type Moon game project.
So the title's called Girls Work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume it's about them sleeping.
I don't know, but it's animated by Ufotable, so...
Ufotable, wow.
Anime adaptation of Type Moon's game project. That's all I know about it. But I figured Type Moon... Ufotable,
that's
worth checking out.
Yeah, that's a recipe for success right there. Mm-hmm. So, okay, interesting. You know, they actually put that meme up, too, where they put... Al-Qaeda, and I saw it on one of the FGO community pages, and they were like, "Oh, so you call yourself a Type Moon fan? Name 10 things that aren't Fate." I was like, "Ha ha!"
I can't.
I mean, right there, you can see it's Tsukihime, Kara no Kyokai, Carnival Phantasm, Al-Qaeda.
Well, I mean, technically, Carnival Phantasm did have Fate in it.
Yeah, but that's not what they said. They just said name that's not Fate. Carnival Phantasm is not Fate. So
Fate Stay Carnival Phantasm.
You know, I mean, you know, yeah. So, yeah. Melty Blood. Where am I at? 5? I'm gonna stop there because this is not really the part to be talking about that. But anyways, interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. I have to see a trailer for it.
I would be shocked if Girls Work takes place in the Fate in the Fate cinematic universe.
That'd be funny.
In the Nasu verse, the Nasu cinematic universe.
That would be funny.
Well, these guys are dealing with a bunch of supernatural monsters. This chick over here is dealing with a bunch of freaks running around with mystic eyes. These magicians are over here using historical figures to kill each other. And over here is girls that are working, and I say they're sleeping, but...
Maybe. Who knows?
Interesting.
It doesn't look like she's sleeping, though. It looks like she's flying in the sky.
Well, again, one of our guys in the FGO Discord, he posted that too, that they're new. Well, that's the game studio. It's named Type Moon Studio BB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
And remember that the name of the baby in Death Stranding is also called BB. So
is it?
Yeah. So, of course, they made that reference. They put BB inside the little incubator. Yeah.
I was wondering why that was happening.
The name of the baby is BB.
That makes more sense now. And now that I think about it, the whole studio name BB makes sense now because I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And then I was now that you brought it up, I'm like, oh, BB. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. And they brought one of the Square Enix guys to help. Was it director or something or whatever, or art director, or one of the things. But they basically brought someone over who worked on like Dragon Quest and whatnot. So that's a good sign. So hopefully. But again, that's the video game side of it. The animation side is who knows what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, I might check this out for sure. I mean, I'm sure the Fate community is going to be blowing it up. So, you know.
It's the next Demon Slayer. No, I doubt it. But
yeah. Which, funny enough, that's what I told Roman, too, because we had this discussion off air. We were like, what about the movies coming out? And so... honorable mentions to, like Roman said, the Demon Slayer movie.
Yep.
The train was an Infinity Train.
Yep.
So that's coming. Obviously, Heaven's Feel, because we can't shut up about Fate. Roman has to marathon all 3 movies now.
Well, once the third one is out on, available for me to get, I will do all 3.
Honestly, I was going to say it would probably be out by Anime Expo. But I think that might be too soon. Maybe by Crunchyroll. I think I could see it being sold at Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll is going to be Labor Day.
Okay.
Labor Day weekend.
That's what, September? First weekend?
September, yeah. I could see it being sold there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if the movie... Because I want to say the movies usually come out between like February and April. Because I think this year it came out in April. But yeah. But part 1 I think was like in February. No, it wasn't. It was in December because I was still going to architecture class. And that was in winter semester. So that was December. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
was
yeah.
It 2018? Or this year? It wasn't this year.
No, that was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 2017 because I actually ditched that class to go to Japan. It was a bunch of the homies were going. So, yeah. And then Heaven's Feel was this year. Or part 2, Lost Butterfly was this year. And then that's why we got the event in game for Lost Butterfly. Then Parvati came out.
Right.
They were promoting the Blu-ray DVD sales. So
okay.
yeah,
Nice.
because in Japan it coincided with the movie release in theaters, but in America it was just a promo for the Blu-ray because it had already come out. So, but yeah. What else? What other movies coming out?
Camelot.
Yes, Camelot by Studio IG. That one I'll bet. Well, most likely and most definitely. Not only will it probably be more violent, but it's also probably gonna be more intricate, more animated, because it's like Studio IG also is kind of like Ufotable, where when they're given a budget, they can actually make some really pretty looking things. I mean, you don't need to watch the movie. Go watch Standalone Complex. That was really well animated. So, yeah, Studio IG, they know some stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, but that's going to be 2 OVAs, and I don't know if both of them are coming out next year, or if it's going to be 2 following years too. Yeah,
Better be both next year.
I will say if that covers the main topics, I will throw out another potential. It came up that for New Year's, Type Moon always does like some sort of New Year's anime special. Like 2 years ago, it was the Lost Belt episode 0. And then this year, January 1, was the Learning with Manga.
Yeah.
And so we don't know what's going to be this year's New Year special. So they're usually pretty good at keeping it under wraps. That Lost Belt special, you should probably, when you wake up on New Year's Day, check out Crunchyroll, because it'll probably be up there, like, subtitled. I've never even seen it fan subbed.
Oh, wow.
But then again, I haven't really gone and checked. But, yeah, like I said, that one, if anything, is kind of cool because you get to be introduced to Galahad. So go watch it for Galahad.
Male mash.
Yeah. The Mashi that I like. No homo. But besides that, the rumor, at least in terms of news to look forward to next year, so maybe it's not on here yet, but possibly they're talking Fate Strange Fake.
Oh.
But we'll see. Like I said, I honestly thought they were going to do Prototype, but they're talking Strange Fake, so...
Is that one done?
No, it's still ongoing. It's still ongoing, but it has a fan base. Prototype, what sets Prototype behind is that it doesn't have a manga. It's only on audio drama. So that's what's kind of...
Man, we can't look at actual scenes and see how to animate this.
Yeah.
We actually have to have an imagination.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, because I'm not sure if I mentioned this on stream or on previous episodes. I can't recall, but I was honestly having an honest to heart look back, and I was like, I think I like Prototype's cast the best, because it's Arthur, it's Brunhilde, it's Serenity, it's Jekyll and Hyde, it's Ozzy, Proto-Ku, obviously, Proto-Gil, yeah. And then in the latest audio drama, they just introduced one of the Roman guys that I guess he came from Rome to check up on Arthur, and then he tried to backstab Arthur, basically, because he was all like, if Arthur won't come under the heel of Rome, then your mission is to just wipe him out. And he came out. It wasn't Romulus, but it was something along the lines of that. I forgot his name, honestly. But he's actually a part of Arthurian legend and all that. So apparently he shows up, and the first thing he wants to do is fight Arthur. So, yeah. That was in the same drama where they introduced Femme Merlin. Because everyone said that Merlin was a woman, but I guess in the audio drama, Merlin was never voiced until now. I think that's my understanding. And so the voice actress is actually Kawashima Ayako, the voice actress for Artoria. Mm-hmm. So the running gag is that in Artoria, it's Kawashima Ayako as Artoria, and then not Mamoru Miyano. Oh God, why is his name eluding me? But anyways, the guy that plays Arthur, he plays Merlin. Oh. And so then in Prototype, it's the flip. So the guy that plays Merlin is now playing Arthur, and then Kuwashima is playing Artoria. So, yeah. Sakurai. What Sakurai? Why was I brain farting on Sakurai? Yeah, Sakurai does Merlin, but then he also does Arthur. So they flipped it for Prototype. So Ayako is doing Merlin, and Sakurai is doing Arthur. So, yeah, like I said, I really like the cast. I think the Prototype cast is probably the best cast out of all of like the Fate series. Appo, Stay Night, all of those. Extra, and I love Extra, but I think that Proto might be my favorite lineup of the character classes and all that. So,
what is that one manga like section that's been going around on Facebook from where they show Jen, Giorgio's, Elizabeth, Mozart fighting Berserker Lancelot?
That might be fan art.
I read from a page that it was official.
Was it?
Yeah.
Then it could be from the CCC manga, because that's I know that that's still going on.
Take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It's just from a page. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're really studying.
If it's Liz and it's official, it could, because so what they did is that there was a CCC manga that was done off the official like CCC game, but then they did, or they are, it's currently in production right now, where it's the manga adaptation of the FGO CCC event. And in that one, I don't know how far you got in the event, but essentially there was like 100 masters, they said. So, which was also the same getup in Extra. Because in Extra, it was like every kid in the high school is a master now, and everyone is participating in the Holy Grail War. So, there was 100 masters, though, in the CCC FGO event. So, and Elizabeth comes from CCC, so that's why I'm thinking it could be from the FGO CCC manga, if that's the case.
Okay. That's the one that I posted where it had the meme, where they showed Giorgio's cutting off his arm, and then it shows the Black Knight.
Oh.
And he's like, stand aside, you know. He's like, it's just a scratch.
Yo, yeah, got it. Yeah.
That scene.
Got it.
That's what I'm asking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my shot in the dark, is that's where it's from. The FGO CCC manga.
Okay.
But yeah. That's it for my honorable mentions.
I don't think I have any.
Yeah, so we'll see. And so yeah, in that case,
they do have another Ilya coming out.
God, they're still making those. That's a
Fate
man.
Collide Linear Prisma Ilya sequel, it says.
Oh man, I didn't even finish season 2. I was like,
And a Kantai collection.
yes, Kansai collection, yes. Too little, too late though.
Yeah, it's been what, a few years?
2015.
Man, 4 years.
Yeah, that's why they lost to Azure Lane. Sales at work.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there'll probably be other shows that I probably check out too. You got your Zombieland saga here.
Yeah. That's Mamoru Miyano, and there was Sales at Work at there. Yeah, so it's like those are like the two pretty boys basically. It's like Sakurai and Miyano. And even goddamn, when you think about it too, it's like Sakurai does Arthur, but Miyano does Bedivere, so it's like and then they actually come together too, because Miyano does Jekyll and Hyde. So they're both in Prototype. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's funny.
The only thing I have to say is I'm sure a lot of you noticed that I did not say that I'm looking forward to Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the series is okay.
Ooh.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Okay.
So I'm not like completely looking forward to it, but I'm going to watch it because I've watched the first 2 seasons. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Now you guys know. Interesting.
It's just okay to me. I don't know.
That's fine.
Because I know a lot of people are like super into this series, and I'm like, it's just, I don't know. It's not my kind of thing, I guess.
Well, again, I'm sure.
You got your Jashin-chan coming out.
Jashin-chan's coming back? Oh, no! Alright. Phenomenal. Oh, man. I was wondering about that, too. I was like, man, what happened to Jashin-chan? It was a weird one, too, because that was on Amazon. So it was really not a whole lot of people were watching it.
Oh, wow.
It's the same thing with, like, Vinland Saga. It's like, because Vinland Saga is on Amazon, I think it makes it a little bit harder for people to watch. But yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I got. So you want to wrap it up and get out of here?
I think we should wrap it up.
All right.
We're close to 3 hours. So.
Awesome. Well, yeah, like you said, there was a lot to talk about. And there still might be stuff that we end up actually talking about during the seasons that were not mentioned here. Mm-hmm. So a couple of closing thoughts. Like I said, this is the last episode for the rest of this year. So we will see everybody again in 2020.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for those that are interested. No FGO news, even though a lot has happened, but good luck with your Ereshkigal rules. Know that Ishtar is better. And
I'm definitely going for Altera. And I guess I'll go for Eresh. She's there too, I guess.
You just might get lucky, you know.
Maybe. Not as lucky as you, though. Jeez.
Like I said, my luck is shot. I'm entering the new year just
with bad luck.
Yeah, it's done. They were like, they cashed me out, and they were like, "Kick rocks, kid, don't come back."
One was your first 10 roll after buying a new pack, and he gets 2 Eresh.
Yeah, because I had 150 going into it, 150 quartz, and all I got were craft essences. I didn't even get any servants. Not even like off-brand servants, like guys that were just like gold and just not on rate up. None of that. It was all craft essences. And then, yeah, I bought another pack, and then I rolled again. I was thinking, oh, man, this is going to be a long haul. I'm not going to bed till 2 in the morning tonight. And no, I got two Ereshkigals in one 10-shot.
You think if I show up with a bottle of dirt, she'll show up?
You make her sound like she's like Darkness or Lalatina.
Well,
I know.
She's in the underworld.
She's
She's got nothing but dirt, and that's the currency for the slot machine.
Yeah. You know what's funny was that some guy was like, well, why don't you just go suck Ishtar's foot? And I was all like, you know what? Let me tell you something. Ereshkigal is the Yun of the goddesses of Mesopotamia, okay? She ain't got no friends. So, you know, I didn't want to bring it up to you, but you're worshiping Yun. Congratulations. I'm out. I'm gonna go suck that foot. Anyways.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any friends. It's sad. F's in chat for Ereshkigal. So it's I'm thinking of Isekai Quartet. It's like she's just like sitting there. But she said she's gonna go get her other classmates. I don't think she has any classmates. That's Ereshkigal. Oh, I love Konosuba memes. I love Konosuba Babylonia memes, man. Oh my god. And so then they started going into the conversation even more. They were like, wait, so who would Lukoa be? And we were like, who would Lukoa's Konosuba relevant character be? And we were like, Wiz? And I was all like, I can see it. I could see Lukoa being Wiz. Because she has that doting, like, big sister type, and she's really strong. Like, she'll put you in the ground.
Uh-huh.
And she kind of did betray her bosses, too. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, I can see that. I could see Lukoa being Wiz. Obviously, Lukoa is a little bit more in your face than Wiz is, but that's negligible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ereshkigal is technically more pouty than Yun, but they still have no friends.
I don't need a depressed goddess.
Oh, man.
Woe is me. I'm stuck in the underworld.
Sorry. I was just, you know, and like I said, it's not even that I don't have anything against Ereshkigal. I actually, like I said, I use her all the time. I'm using her right now. You know, like I said, or else I wouldn't have rolled if I really didn't want her. Like Semiramis, I have no intention on rolling for her, and even if I did roll her, I might just stick her into second archive and just don't care. She lost to Astolfo. You're dismissed. Thanks, but no, I don't need your help, loser.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm the same. I don't hate Eresh. She's a Rin face, so
it's just Ishtar's better.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
and Konosuba Babylonia memes just they power me. But on that note, yeah, be on the lookout for whatever happens on New Year's Day on both servers. Quite honestly, you know, on both versions. I wouldn't be surprised if. Well, let's be honest. If they do translate that episode 0 of Lost Belt, it'll probably go to Funimation.
Yeah,
It'll probably bastards. And then in like March, then it'll come on Crunchyroll. Bastards. But yeah, well, whatever. If it does, you just sail the high seas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, be on the lookout for that. And then whatever they decide to do for the Japanese side. Last year they did, like I said, they did that. They did Learning with Manga. But then before that, they did episode 0 of Detective Waver.
Yeah,
but
I remember doing the reaction for that.
But then that was like a simulcast though, because then it like an hour or 2 hours later it popped up on Crunchyroll with the subs. So
yeah,
yeah, who knows what they're gonna do? And they just implemented higher security, so because they got PO'd that everyone kept hacking them, and it was like the what's his name, the meme where, you know, the he's getting hung and he's just like, Capcom is looking at Type Moon like, first time with getting hacked. Capcom gets hacked all the time. Capcom, all the Street Fighter V characters always get leaked. So it's like, yeah, Capcom's just looking at Type Moon like, first time. So, you know, yeah. Yeah, so be on the lookout for what they do, because like I said, this episode was all about stuff coming out in 2020, so that counts. Stuff that happens from Type Moon on New Year's Day counts. Other than that, what else? Closing thoughts. Yeah. We have some big things planned coming up next year. Mm-hmm. Personally, I am planning a holiday trip for Japan, so we'll see how that plays out. Right. I will definitely keep you guys, if not all, I'll definitely keep Roman posted.
Right.
And we're gonna try to do some more things like we did with Kimmy with guests and whatnot.
Right.
So we're talking with some more people to try to line them up to come and get here. And yeah, we're always looking to try out new things like manga. We'll do more manga, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll do themed episodes and whatnot. And yeah, we'll keep it up. So at least on my end, I'm gonna wrap it up. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Hail Satan.
Yeah.
Be safe. Happy New Year. Thank you guys. Like Roman said, 21 episodes.
21.
We're adults now. And you know, like I said, it's fun. I like doing these. And continue to support Roman. He busts his ass. So
yes,
check him out.
Now it's kind of hard to say that when I haven't released anything in a week, but
well, if he's not releasing anything, then join the Discord and yell at him.
Yeah,
and come see all the stupid stuff we post on the FGO side too. I do my best to keep it updated. I like that Elizabeth cosplaying a Reshkigal that the Kiyohime memes made. That one killed me.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty good.
Cursed image.
But yeah, that's all I got. Be safe, guys. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your new year.
Yep.
Roman, close us out.
All right, so we'll see you all next year. Probably second week of January, because that's going to be our first Monday back.
All right.
We're going to be doing our top 10s of the year.
Yes.
What we really enjoyed throughout the year, and we'll see what else we come up with.
Absolutely.
But yep, till then, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever.
Hail Satan.
All of that. Yep, Hail Satan. See you all next year.
All right, take it easy, guys. Be safe.
Bye.